Yeah, I wasn't on stage. What up? What up? Happy full moon bean popping, everybody. God, these guys are retarded. Just feel dumber listening to that shit. You know? What the fuck? Let me find my music jam set here. No, 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 no. Copycat genetics. Why you keep hating? We keep making what shit ass genetics. One day they'll figure out we ain't hating. We're just telling the truth. Primal Pulse. Mongo Dance. Fuck yeah, cheers, Country Brad. What's happening? What all happening? You popping beans? I know you said you want to talk about some beans. If you want to talk about beans on here, we can. Hey, babe. Listen what I found. Can you hear it? Let's look up Mongo music. The Who. Don't they got like hours sets of this shit? Here we go. Mongolian Mediterranean meditation. So looks like it had like Anubis meditation. This is not quite it though, bro. Look at these guys. Someone sent me this. It's that crazy Mongol shit. It's so high pitched. Watch, you'll hear it. Cheers, Danny. It's totally bullshit. Right, not those people. Here we go. These guys right here. Yeah, it's my shit right here. Hell yeah. The way it goes. Cheers, cheers. It's in 1 gallon pot and being tossed in the corner. Yeah. Mine's in a 7 gallon pot and not growing. Fucking stupid. I'm like, are you fucking for real, dude? All right, what we got here? It's a lot with peroxide in it. We got a whole bunch of these things. What we're going to do is soak them overnight and then put them in a paper towel. A little bit different than sometimes I do it, but you know, it's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do 10 for right now. See how many more we got. One 7 gallon pot only. Hell yeah. Oh, you flour 7 gallon pot only? Yeah. Except from seed with that pot. Okay, yeah. Still have a shot in sex after a month. That's what? Oh, what's up, Looney? What's happening? Happy full moon, man. Conflicted. Strong now. We're probably done. Chronic 2024. Hell yeah. That's chronic times chronic. Chronic times chronic. Yeah. I'm doing it. Remember the Chronic 2000? It's the CD that's on the cover. It's on my website. True frequency right here. This is folks. Those people, man. These are the diggers, hunter gatherers, Mongolians, Tartars, Tartarians. Fucking love that shit. Spirit Lee. That's that move. Move going down. Crap. Those plants will show some wrong, but none of it. I know, right? Because, dude, they bred their shit like garbage. Had to be. This one is. There it is. Here's a good one. Mongolian music. We got good beef. Been running here her for years now. I do have 11 and 13 and some rocks. Hell yeah. In my new garden. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you can come on panel if you want to and ask questions if you want to. Because there should be a panel being Poppin Fest if you guys want. We can discuss different techniques, different ways to do it. I'm only doing the way I'm doing for this round. I don't have paper towels, so I'm not going to paper towel. I'm going to soak it in this. I'm going to put it in these little, I'm going to put it in solo cups and see what pops. And do it all by chance. You know what I'm saying? So far, I haven't had too much luck with this, but we'll see. This should be solo cups for a while and see what happens. We got Sarah's growing pretty nice right now. So if you guys want to come on panel and pop some seeds, there's seeds being popped. Anything like that, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm going to do is get my seeds out. I've already put some aside, if you guys remembered before. I got to put these away. We got purple skid marks, Twizzberry, Afghan cookies, and pineapple Larry. Now, there's some that I haven't ever done, and I should probably do, like pineapple Larry, but I think I'm going to do purple Larry instead of pineapple Larry. I got Afghan cookies, Twizzberry. See, I've done Twizzberry and I've done the other Twizzberry number 2. I haven't done the purple skid marks, but purple skid marks is now purple dead true. Organic home buzz, what's up, homie? Agent Orange too. Yeah, that was pretty good. Mine was okay. Looked awesome. Looked fucking bodacious. You guys like my third eye? Little smiley face. Alright, so what we got here is some Twisted OG. 300 smoking that all day. This shit is fucking fire, bro. It's good smoke. I took a little nap. I ate some tacos. I had fish tacos and tofu tacos today. Y'all don't know how to eat right, I swear. You look over here. If I made food for you guys would slobber that down. Oh my god, that was so good. And I'd be like, and guess what? It was 100% good for you. You'd be like, damn, that just seems wrong. All right, so we're gonna pop 70 seeds. We're gonna be popping 70 seeds. I might run the 70 seeds inside for this summer because I could pull off a run before the summer's ever over. You see what I'm saying? Indoors, but we'll see. What I like to do is grow in that shed that's outside, but that shed's pretty packed right now. So the summer would be busy as fuck. Hopefully my heart can put up with it. Wish you could hire someone for a week to slave for the summer for me. Anybody want to slave for the summer for me? Like you're broke and homeless and you got shit to do all summer. I need a slave. Well, I mean sovereign worker. What do they call those? You work for me for summer months. I pay you weed and then you go away and you come back. It'd be great. They're sovereign citizens. It's country. I mean, too bad. Yo, all look, it's all fucking fancy.
What up, man?
Man, what's happening? Let me fix this sound right here. Okay. Bring this frequency down a little bit. I'm popping 12 beans. Hell yeah.
Who's that? I'm not popping up until next month.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to pop in both these months because normally what we do is we pop January, February. It's just been forever on YouTube for outdoor people. We'll pop January, February, and the people who pop in January. Some people like would try to enter the competitions that I would hold, and they'd be growing a plant that they grew from the year before, and I'm like, nah, man, that's some bullshit. You got to pop it in the year where you're doing the competition. So some people do it January 1st or February 1st, but whatever the full moon is in that month, you know,
right?
Just to get the head start, you know, because sometimes like my shit usually starts off pretty fucking slow, you know, and it's not till it gets a good root base that it'll start really fucking doing some amazing shit.
Yeah.
So, All depends.
I was talking to somebody the other day, totally off topic. You know them game farms where they got them deer with them huge ass antlers?
They got game farms with huge ass antlers.
Yeah, with deer. They get them deer with them fucking wicked ass antlers.
Yeah, like 18 point.
Do you know how they do that? They chop their balls off.
Really?
Because when the testosterone's what makes them lose their antlers.
No shit.
So they chop their nuts off so they just continue to grow.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No, me neither. I've seen some of those 18 antler fucking ones or whatever, 24 points and shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's what I learned today. That's about it.
What do I got? 10 cups here. We'll do probably 10 this month, 10 last month. But I'm gonna section it down to 24 plants. Like 24 keepers to go outside.
Yeah.
Might have a whole bunch for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop all them death jewels and all that 2024 chronic, I think.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely doing chronic.
I'm hoping before the end of May I can get the males to show themselves so I can get them out of there.
It should. I did mine in May. And by the time I went outside, I did find a couple males outside last year, remember? That I ended up planting.
Yep, I had one. I missed.
I think I had two that showed themselves late.
Yeah.
One was a lay I should have bred with it, but I was unsure. It wasn't really looking that great.
I'm not a breeder by any means, so I'm not gonna fuck around with any breeding.
Hell yeah.
I'll leave it to people who know what they're doing.
It's bad. Fun fact.
That's no different than breeding dogs, though. You got so many people that take two dogs, throw them together, and oh look, I got great puppies.
I want that money. $500 to $1,000 a puppy. Sometimes for those designer ones, like for Attila, for his color, it's $2,500 for his color alone.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And then if I found if he didn't have allergies, he would totally be in a breeding program.
right.
I would be hitting up breeders, but he's got allergies, and if that gets passed on, I could wait until I clear him up and be a dirty dick fucker. And go tell people, hey, man, he's good to go for breeding because he looks good to go for breeding. But, no, fuck that. It'd be cool. I think he needs to be formed better, though. He needs to be front and back needs to be the same.
Right.
He's shaped a little different.
He's an old man, though. He's an old man.
Yeah, they usually stop breeding around 5.
You should see Ryan. Ryan's got is it an American Bulldog and a Mastiff mix, I think.
Yeah.
That dog got Lyme's disease twice. When you pet him, his skin is it feels like you're petting leather. It's so tight.
Really?
It's weird. Poor dog.
You gotta be careful. Attila got nailed with them fucking ticks when he was a puppy. And I think when he was 1, he didn't get Lyme's disease, but he got the anaphylaxia or whatever the fuck the blood thing.
Okay.
And it actually, that can go away. So it went away. But yeah, he lost, dude, all his fucking fur. He was all fucking skinny and shit. He was looking bad, dude. We're like, holy shit. Got him all tested and shit like that, but he didn't have Lyme disease, luckily. But then ever since, it's always tick preventative for them all the time. I check him anytime he comes in. I check him for ticks all over. Sometimes he'll get a couple, but
I give Quinn Provecto, I think it's called. It costs like 100 and something every 3 months.
Right.
I'm actually I gotta go call the vet tomorrow and get him some pills because it's been too warm lately. Them ticks are out. I'm sure of it.
Right. Yeah. For them, it was cool. I got them that one time, and they both ate their little fucking tablet biscuit thing, and they threw it all up, and they were good for like 2 years. That shit's strong as fuck, dude. It's good medicine. I was trying to find that frequency shit, man. Where'd that go? Let's do this one.
So what are you popping tonight?
I am gonna do. Let me pull them out. I'm gonna do some 70s. I got those 70s from Bone Villain still, and those got like gems in them, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pop those and pheno hunt that shit. Let me put these back.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Lone Villain?
Yeah.
He's over there right now, on fucking Dr. Trichome's live. I was just checking out to see what they're talking about. And here pops up Lone Villain. And he's like, so did I miss some deep conversation? Because, they ain't never talking about nothing ever. And he's like, you busted their balls. Yeah, I see him all the time here or there.
I see where people are at, and it's, yeah.
I just see what they're doing now. I see what they're all about, and I'm like, you guys are still about the same shit? I peace out. Like, I'm just trying to grow weed and be a normal person, dude.
I keep to myself and stay out of everybody's business, and I like it.
That's
better.
a great way to be. But I'm not about hurting people and putting it down and like continuously dogging people all the time. Like, you know what I mean? If you guys think I'm dogging people, shit, no, I'm sticking up for myself. People that dog me in the first place. They poked the bear. I'm just shitting on them now. So put your beans in a napkin. So normally I'd put them in a napkin. If they're older seeds, I'd soak them overnight and then put them in napkin. I might have paper towels tomorrow, but I might just take one of my 7-gallon pots, divvy up all that soil in the solo cup, and then put my seeds straight to a solo cup. I do like to put it in. Yeah, I do like to put it in paper towel, because I get to see the taproot and I get to see who's the strong one. I feel like when I put it in the soil, man, motherfucker don't ever come out. And I'm like, shit, I don't ever know what happened to it. So I may put it in this water and then go get me some paper towels tomorrow. But I try not to buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into Amber loves paper towels, but I'm like, baby, why don't we just get like rags and we can wash them and shit. So I do have these rags that I use for popping seeds, and you got to make sure that they don't grow through the rag, and I was thinking about even using different things too, coming up, like these little gel pad things, but I'm gonna see if they're reasonable. What I want to try to do is in my mind, I have a design for a seed germination station, and it's reusable. You can get it wet, it'll dry back out, but it will transfer moisture. It should be dope. So if I can get that going on, the problem is it'll be like chemical though.
Oh fuck! Looney called my bluff. I googled how to say stuff in Hawaiian. He sent something back, so now I gotta try to figure out what it says.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, never mind.
That was one thing I never learned was Hawaiian. I learned all the other languages of countries I was in except for Hawaiian.
I'm trying to learn it a little bit because I'm going out there. Not soon. Maybe next fall. Help my buddy.
Really?
Yeah, my buddy. That we had the hemp farm. He moved out there and he's flipping houses. So he's got one that he's working on right now. He's coming back out here this summer, and next winter he's gonna go finish it. So I might go back and help him out. Yeah,
you're gonna love Hawaii, bro. What island?
I'm not sure the name of the island. He's by hold on, let me look.
Hawaii is fucking. You'll want to move there.
No, I don't.
But,
I don't even want to fly.
nah, you'll want to move there, but you'll spend all your money. Is the problem? It won't last there.
On women?
Shit, not even on everything. Just everything. The Aloha experience. And what about the moon? Hell yeah, the moon is full and beautiful right now. I don't have a good view of it. It will be in my window here in some time, but I bet you if I go outside, it's in my backyard right now.
God dang it.
Country Bread got a real nice view of the moon over there in Russia and shit. I know the Earth is flat as shit, and somehow Russia's got a full moon, but that's because they're over on the other side of the Earth. So see, they can still see this side and that side at the same time. It's weird, I know.
He lives in Pahao, Hawaii. I'm not sure
Where? Oahu. Oahu.
No,
That's where
Pahao. P-A-H.
Pa'aho.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck that is. I don't know anything about that island. What the fuck?
Me either. I don't know what island it is. It's on
little tiny one.
No, it's on the big island.
Oh, on the big island?
The island of Hawaii.
Oh, okay. He's just in the city.
Just south of Hilo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hilo's dope, dude.
Yeah, I'm not looking
Big Island Hawaii's it's way different than what you would expect Hawaii to be.
Right.
Way
That's what
different.
That's what he said too.
It's farms. It's farms and locals. Yeah. And there's a big ass mountain right in the middle of it. And it used to be, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be split right down the middle. One half of the volcano fucking mountain was owned by one farm family, and the other was on the other side. And we trained on their fucking farms, dude. That's where I talk about we were picking shrooms and mop level 4, dude. Like going through their patrolling, and there was fucking pigs the size of cows. Oh, it's crazy, dude. Crazy as fuck. Picking shrooms off the cow shit, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Looking at the stars at night, sitting on the side of a fucking mountain, dude. And at the top, when we got to the top, we were fucking snowboarding up there. At the bottom, people, I don't surf or anything, but we do boogie boarding and shit. But you boogie board and surf down at the beach and snowboard at the top, dude. It was fucking amazing. That's where that big observatory is. Yeah, planting by the moon. Yeah, planting by the moon. This is what we're doing. Absolutely. I should look something up about that. We could talk about it. So what it does here, everybody, the moon is electrical. Okay. The moon is electricity and magnetism. And there's a thing in religion, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? So the Father, meaning the Son, right? The actual Son. The Son, meaning the earth, and the Holy Spirit, meaning the moon, right? And now there's other sayings of how Mother Earth, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit being the
Trinity.
Trinity is what it is. It's the moon, though, is always the Holy Spirit. Okay, so the Son is always the Father, the Mother is the earth, and the moon. So when you connect these three, and this I always focus on the full moon energy, especially with plants. And when you look into ancient times, Shiva, what is it? Ningazita? No, that's fucking dope. What is his name? Whatever the hell his name is. It's Shiva, though. He's the one that wrote the Farmer's Almanac. He's the one that at the end of the time when they split up the earth amongst themselves, he was the one in charge of agriculture. Even though he didn't bring the plow, he didn't bring none of that shit. He was the agriculture guy at the end. So, he fucking had everyone harvesting by the moon cycles, right? So if you look into the Farmer's Almanac, you'll see all kinds of great esoteric knowledge about farming and planting by the moon cycles. Now, here's what I found. What up, Piff? And what I find is when I don't plant by the moon, I don't have good success. I'll have a couple of plants growing. They'll look like shit. when I plant on the moon, full moon, right? Now you can plant anywhere. You don't plant in the third quarter. There's 4 quarters, right? So from the first quarter to the third quarter, you can do planting. I like to plant during the full moon and gather that energy to pop the seeds, to germinate it, right? Some people will pop seeds before the full moon and then get the full moon's energy for root growth. Okay. I'm focusing that for next month. Okay. So then next month's pop will be focused for April's full moon, for April 20th full moon, somewhere around there. So yeah, man, we can do a little video, pop up some kind of video. But Country Bread, next year we should plan something though, bro, to fucking, because on 420 there's always events places.
Yeah.
And we should plan on going somewhere next year. That'd be fun. Doing something for that.
Definitely.
That'd be super cool. They always got cannabis events everywhere. Usually I'm always like, shit, I forget to have a harvest ready because I like to take fresh weed, to places.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, crap, I forgot to have weed ready. And everyone else will. And I'm like, you bastards, I'll take my outdoor. Just told the wife it's seed popping time. Hell yeah. It is seed popping time. I was watching this show with Amber, though, and I didn't want to stop, but I was like, I should pop seeds. I'm like, I could pop seeds tomorrow, then I'll be a day behind, though. And I didn't want to be a day behind.
Hey, did you see that dude wearing that mask on that panel? The woman's mask?
Yeah.
Do you know what that was?
No, I thought it was like a He-Man, though. Dude, I couldn't see it.
No, the guy on the right was wearing this little pink face with blonde hair face mask. It was a blow-up doll.
Oh, my God.
You know damn well he didn't wash that thing before he put it on his face.
It was funny. I couldn't see it very well because I was like doing a bunch of shit at the same time. I was like,
also looking at him, wearing a blow-up doll's face on his head. You know damn well he used that mouth too.
How fucking funny, dude. That's crazy. Blow-up dolls, man. It's just fucking funny as fuck. In the Marines, someone bought this like enormous fucking dildo. It was like this fucking fat, like this fucking long. And we were always drunk and passing out, dude. And they would fucking throw it by you and take pictures and shit. Pass them around. That was when you had to get film developed, though. So you had to wait like a whole fucking however long, and then all of a sudden people would get, hey, man, I found this picture of you on the base somewhere. Like, what the fuck, man? Shit was great. The science says, here, let's see what these witches say about this shit. And so planting by the moon cycles has nothing to do with witchcraft or anything like that. That's just what the Christians call it, and say it's some like paganistic stuff. But really, that's what all farmers do throughout time. We've always have planted by the moon and harvest by the moon. That's why there's a harvest moon. And when you do this, so in back in time, they didn't know a calendar. It was, they could see a full moon in the sky. So that marked time for them. So it went, many moons ago, many months ago is what they were talking about there. And it was the one thing in the sky that they could see that would always mark a certain time for them, until it got kind of crazy because there was 13 months before, the shit was all crazy. But it worked better for the planet. And if you go back to this cycle, which we are following, Amber and I, like, we celebrated the New Year with you guys. But back then, the New Year wasn't until April 1st. It was around the time when the new season came. Like March 21st, when the new spring was here, you know. So it's pretty cool. Well, let's watch some videos, see what these people are talking about, though. And not the commercials.
Not how you would have done it.
Hello, plant people. How are you guys doing today? If you're new around here, my name's Ashley. I'm a soil scientist. On this channel, I like to take that science and apply to all things plants, both indoors and outside. And in today's video, we're talking about moon phases and harvesting or planting seeds according to these moon phases.
Yeah.
Is there any science to back this up, or is it just folklore and kind of farmer's almanac-y type stuff?
Farmer's Almanac.
Let's just jump straight into it. This entire video was inspired by a reel that I did. And essentially the reel was, if you were planting by the moon phases, right now's the time to plant things that carry seeds, such as tomatoes, zucchinis, cucumbers, peppers, that sort of thing. Now, some people were like, oh my goodness, is this a thing? And then other people absolutely swore by it. And then others were like, we need more information. Please do a video. So voila, here we are. Here is the official video. So a little bit of history about the moon phases. This is not new knowledge. This is something that ancient civilizations such as the Celts and then even the natives in New Zealand, all over the world, even the Romans referenced this. So overall, this has been used for millennia, for generations. It is more mainstream now thanks to the Farmer's Almanac, which is kind of the gardener's Bible for some people. And they actually do recommend this, and they usually will give kind of lunar calendars for you to plant by. But the question is there any science to back this up? Well, in order to know exactly if this is the case, we actually need to look at the rules behind the moon phases. So I'm going to give you the rules to each of the 4 types and what's supposed to be planted when. So the first quarter moon cycle is a new moon to a half full. So it's not a specific moon, it's the phases or the transition between moons. And in this cycle or phase, we want to plant leafy greens. This can be things like lettuce, cabbage, spinach, that sort of thing. The second quarter moon cycle is from the full half or half full to the full moon. And this is when you plant things that have seeds inside it, such as the tomatoes, the peppers, the cucumbers, the zucchinis. The third quarter moon cycle is full moon to half full, and this is reserved for things that grow underground or perennials. So this would be things like potatoes, beets, carrots, or perennials such as raspberries, blueberries, apple trees, that sort of thing. And then the fourth quarter moon cycle is half full to the new moon, and you do not plant anything. This is
right. So see, this is why a lot of people will go from the new moon and start planting their stuff. All the full moon sometimes is a little bit late, but like I say, I'm using different crystal knowledge to pot my seeds. So this is cannabis. It's a bit of both. It's a non-seeded plant. It's a underground root plant, and it's a leafy seeded plant. So, you know, it can be planted in all 3 spots. Is that vetch? That looks like vetch. That's beautiful. But you know, I recommend the right before the full moon. I was gonna do it yesterday or the day before, but I was kind of lazy with it and I was doing other shit. So I said, fuck it. And I was gonna save it for today. I even talked about it last night. But so it's perfect for today. And maybe next month we'll do it right before the full moon and see what happens in that second quarter. I like this. It's cool.
Time to weed or cut your grass or prune. And so that's kind of the rules behind the whole moon phases. Now, I personally do not do this, so I'm not fully familiar with even how to read the moon at all. So I highly suggest you pick up a lunar calendar or something of that nature, if that is something that you are interested in. I know the Farmer's Almanac is generally a good reference point for this. So some of the science behind this, we already know that the moon on a very large scale can affect things such as oceans. And on a smaller scale, there is some science to suggest that it does affect mammals and humans as well. What it's affecting in particular when we're looking at mammals and humans is our biological clock or our circadian rhythm. It's not uncommon for parents of newborns to say that their children are a little bit more wild or sleepless on full moon nights. And I'm sure a lot of ER nurses that we talk to would also tell you what it's like to work in ER on a full moon. So the question would be, do plants have a circadian rhythm or some sort of internal biological clock? And the answer to that is yes. As far as we know, plants do have a circadian rhythm or some form of a biological internal clock. It's what tells the plant to do very specific things. Now, this hasn't been fully understood, and it kind of was science that was reserved for certain circles for a longer period of time. But recent studies are showing that certain things or certain weather events, transitions in pressures, that sort of jazz, will ultimately affect the biological clock in otherwise unintelligent or unsentient beings such as plants. So one thing we do know is that the moon affects the ocean. In particular, it affects tides. So in order to understand whether or not it's going to affect something in a seed, so small as a seed, we have to look at smaller bodies of water. And this is kind of where the science gets a little bit murky for me.
This is good.
If we look at lakes and rivers, even if we look at the Great Lakes, which are some of the largest or the largest lakes in the world, the moon phase or the moon in general will not affect water movement. These bodies of water are considered too small. So officially speaking, the moon only affects water movement on the ocean scale and nothing less than that. So I didn't find any scientific studies, although a lot of...
I don't think she lives on the lake. Because when you live on the lake, there's tides. There's a high tide and a low tide, and it comes in and goes out. And there's also a point at nighttime when it's almost like an equilibrium time, and the water will be perfectly still. There won't be any waves, and that's controlled by the moon. Now, I haven't observed. I grew up in Ohio, right on the lake, but here I haven't been at the lake long enough to observe a tide at all. So, but we live on big fucking lakes. She might be talking about those little inland lakes and rivers, and that's true. But like the big Great Lakes and the oceans, I think those are affected because it's magnetism is what it is. That the moon is electric magnetism, whether it's hollow, whether it's a spacecraft, whether it's put here for some fucking weird reason. Hey, it's magnetic and it's electric. And without that moon, this earth would be chaotic, man. There would be no structure for the water. Do you understand that? The magnetic water comes from the moon. You understand? See? It's magnetic water. And the moon is the one that's controlling that. So without that moon, you take the magnet away from the water and it loses its structure. And without structure, you have chaos. Can't stand this lady's Valley Girl accent. Come on, man. It's not bad. Look how buff she is, dude. She's a thick chick, man. Like it.
People reference scientific journals, and there are some in particular, such as this one ranch that only exclusively grows in the moon cycles, and then there's one doctor. However, I cannot find these scientific journals, so if anyone has access to these or the links to them, please send them my direction. I would love to read them if they exist. However, I cannot find them. What I did find, though, is an interview with a Dr. Barlow, and he says that he studied the whole idea of moon phases and plants for 10 years. Now, he is from the Western University, and in that he stated he wasn't studying so much the seeds and water, but more so the actual plants and water. And one thing he did discover is that the moon phase and the movement of water in full-grown.
Meet Niles Knurk.
So,
he's the owner of
once
Gurney's.
again,
They're a seed company, and they've been selling exclusive varieties.
Once again,
Plants.
We have bro science in full action, except this guy wears a lab coat and works for a university. There's nothing that separates what his discoveries are going to be from something that you did. Now, he researched over 10 years. So you can do the same shit and then come out with your stuff. I mean, it's like, I love how people are like, I went and talked to the doctor. Like, come on, man. Find some real people doing some real shit. We need to get the bro science up and hyped.
Is affected. And in particular, it's affected at the joint. Another word for this is the pulvinus. And this is simply where the leaf meets the stem. And in that joint, there tended to be fluctuations in the amount of water movement and ultimately in the amount of nutrient movement in this area. So with that being said, when we look at moon phases and seed starting, one of the arguments is that the moon affects how much water is uptaken into the seed at specific times. And based on the type of seed it is, the moon will affect this. There's no science to suggest this. There's only science to suggest that moon phases will affect full-grown plants. With that being said, though, if you were to start seeds at a specific time and they germinate and are kind of on this track or the cycle that you initially started in, then technically speaking, moon phases could line up to specific times in the plant's growth or cycle of life.
All right, so she's basically telling you structured water is real. The moon is a big giant fucking magnet and it structures the water. That's why when the moon is full, that's when that water affects the plants, because it's literally structuring the water. That's fucking dope. Now let's see what this guy says. This is moon planting, unlocking the seed's full potential. And this is what I talk about. I like to see what other people say, because some people are like, "You're full of shit, Twisted." Hey, maybe I am. Maybe I am. There's all kinds of different knowledge. I like what this guy's doing though in these toilet paper rolls. That's kind of fucking genius, bro. I throw my shit away. I'm gonna save these now. Look at that. He made little pots, and they're plugs too. You could just plug that right in the fucking. God, see, learn something new every day right here, people. Only on YouTube.
Nice. Hello. Hello. Hey, where's Tomato? Anybody see Tomato? Hey, where's Tomato?
Where's Tomato?
Weedy garden man with a long beard. Tomato. How's the soil bacteria? The soil bacteria. Oh, soil bacteria. Soil bacteria. Soil bacteria. The sun's shining today. Wow. Can you feel all the little nematodes? You mean those little worms tickling my toes? Yeah. Oh, he's coming. Shh. Woo, see you on the hill, guys.
Welcome to our journey through the incredible world of seeds. Those tiny powerhouses of life that hold secrets to the future of your garden.
It's great.
East, hark, the night is very dark, but even so,
Yeah, teach us some real moon stuff, Looney.
It was 2 days before
yeah.
the full moon in Pisces, the water sign, the perfect time to plant the seeds of fruiting annuals. G'day, welcome back to the Weedy Garden. This episode where we talk about moon planting. Gotta plant some seeds.
Oh, that's why I wait till 8. It's got to be under that full moon. I'm in my house. You get it.
Planting by the moon is a simple method of planning your activities in the garden, like seed sowing and plant propagation, especially. They take place at a certain preferred time of the lunar month. This is based on an age-old observation that the moon
Hey, what's
is
that?
somehow a regulator of growth processes on Earth. Although this is not fully understood by science, so that's why I'm doing some little experiments here in the garden. I've got a whole vegetable garden ready to go there. Good night, girls.
It's about to be daytime.
In this video, I'm going to try and explain to you how to use the astrological moon planting guide. When I moved up to this area, the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia, I started my vegetable garden, and I heard about a fellow called Thomas Zimmer who made this moon planting guide. It's like the astrological calendar. So you can see the seasons, the full moon, the new moon, the waxing moon, the waning moon, all that. It's all put down, and also little symbols. And I'm going to show you how to read it and offer these ones, the new one from 2024, and let you know that they're on my website from now on.
Hell yeah.
So the moon calendar is a very simple thing to follow. All it is following the moon cycles. And the week starts at the new moon. We have 4 stages of the moon. We have the new moon, which is in the sky. It's dark, it's black, you can't see the moon. That's the new moon. And as it goes towards the full moon, that we call that the waxing moon. And when it's from the full moon going to the new moon again, it's called the waning moon. And both of those stages are divided into 2. So the new moon going to the waxing moon, and we've got the half moon, then we have the full moon, then the waning moon, we've got the half moon and the new moon, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. In the garden, we want to start off the week with the new moon. So we start with the new moon, and we plant things like the leafy vegetables, the things we eat the leaves of, like spinach and lettuce. We want to plant those on the first week of the moon. I'll explain in a second why. The second week is the best time to plant your fruiting annuals, things like your tomatoes, your capsicums, zucchinis, anything that you're going to eat the fruit from. And then the third week, which is the half moon to the waning moon, you want to put in your root vegetables, carrots, onions, potatoes, things like that. And then the fourth week, it's the least fertile week of the month. So that's the time where you can turn your compost and do some weeding.
Time for rest.
Fertilizers and stuff like that.
Someday,
so there are the 4 weeks that the lunar month is divided up into. And this calendar explains, actually, it's got little marks on it. Look,
it'll come
down here, it'll give you little colored boxes. And that is, there's 3 different categories: the leafy greens, the fruiting plants, and the root plants, right?
Hell yeah.
When we first arrived at St. Jude, it was just...
They've got little colors on them. And that coincides along here with the best time to plant. So you can see we're coming into the moon, full moon, new moon, full moon, new moon, and so on. And then Thomas has marked on the map precisely a period, a little window, when it's the best time to plant those 3 specific crops. And the little window during that week is important. It's a bit hard to explain, but I'll try and explain like I can. You think about the Earth, and that's going around the sun. So you got your winter and your summer and your winter and your summer, and that's that cycle around the sun. And as it's doing that, you got the moon, and the moon's spinning around like that around the Earth. Well, we all know about the tide. The tide goes in and out every day. And that's the moon swinging around the planet. And the moon's, whether it's a gravitational force or the magnetic force, whatever you want to call it, that force of the moon is pulling the water with it. And it's not only pulling the oceans, it's pulling all the water.
All the water.
And that means all the water inside of us, all the water inside the plants and animals, in the ground, in the rivers, and everywhere. And as that moon swings around the Earth, imagine that body of water that's going, it's going like this. And we all know that in the full moon, we get the biggest tides, okay? So if you can imagine that body of water that's getting swung around the Earth, that is going away from, and if you think about the seed, that water is up here and then it's going down this way. So in that sense, there's a specific time in every week where it's called the water sign or the most fertile sign. And that is when that water's being pulled. And apparently there's more water in the soil. Your seeds will be able to absorb more moisture. So Thomas also marks on this calendar the fertile signs or the water signs on every week. So basically by understanding that, you can see exactly within a little period of like a day or two when the best time to plant is. So you don't have to understand why particularly. All you need to do is
And if
follow
you
the
nail
calendar.
that specific
And
time,
I've been doing a few experiments.
boom, magic
because
happens.
During the month there is the best time to plant, and then a month later there's the best time to plant.
I'm
In
probably
between,
not on
I
the
would
right
presume
day,
it's
but
the worst time to plant. Have you ever planted seeds? Sometimes you plant some seeds and it's like, oh, they're doing so well. And other times you plant seeds and it's like, why aren't they coming up?
see,
I wonder if it's to do with the fact that they actually do like to come in the ground at a specific time.
mm-hmm.
Not only the seasonal time, but also the monthly time, the weekly time. So I've been doing these experiments where I put some seeds in the ground
Of
at the
course I want
recommended
it.
best time.
Hell yeah, I want that.
Okay. And they all came up. Every seed
I'd love to
germinated.
have
Really
something
much
like that.
every seed germinated. And then 2 weeks later, I put the same seeds in the ground. And well, there's 2 that haven't germinated out
Hey,
of
look,
8.
if you finally send me some, I'll have your address and I can send you seeds. Hell yes. I would love to have that though. I'm actually going to get this lunar calendar. I didn't know they had anything like this. And this was like, we talk about this kind of thing. And you know, I used to hit these marks perfectly. And people are like, how the fuck is your shit looking like that? Now I don't hit the mark anymore because I can't remember what days they were. You know what I mean? I lost my fucking... You lose some memories sometimes over the years, you know? I was taking these certain kind of pills for the military and they're trying to erase my memory. And it worked pretty good. Now I got to like learn some new shit. But that calendar right there is pretty fucking dope because it'll tell you the exact days you want to be planting. Like I talk about, you plant in cycles, but there's certain times you do things specifically. These are all talked about actually. And all the things that we read, and you might hear ancient fucking this, you might hear gods, you might hear fucking whatever you hear when we read all that old stuff. I've read it a million freaking times, and all I ever keep hearing, Nine Kelly Bear, what up? All I ever keep hearing is energy, magnetism, frequencies, crystals, vibration. And I know that there was billions of people on the planet and they had to eat somehow. And there was no way that all this electricity and high energy and vibration was tampering with them, their ability to grow fucking huge portions of amounts of food or something like that. You know, because they were giants. They were way bigger than us. Every recording or document or any chiseled stone, it says they called us the smaller selves. We were small compared to them, you know. So imagine what kind of food we had to grow on this planet. You know, imagine a little grape in a giant's hand. What the fuck is that? He's eating bushels of our shit. They're drinking barrels. No, things were big for them. They had fruit in everything that was their size. All this knowledge, Farmer's Calendar, yeah. All this knowledge was taught by who you call God. Really, they're Anunnaki. You can track all this shit, all this knowledge straight back to them. And that's what I find amazing as hell. Every culture around this planet was taught agriculture first, then farming of animals, you know, because Cain was born before Abel. So the farmer was made before the use of a herder, a shepherd. And it's pretty cool, huh? Hell yeah. And live by it, right, Looney? And, you know, you're more connected. You know, I've been going through things and that shit the last few years, and there's no excuse. There's really no excuse. In these last times of my life, I want to be more connected with earth and the nature than I've ever been, you know. I've talked about it all these years and taught it, you know, to people. I'm not teaching shit. I'm enlightening you to a way. I'm the door opener, you know, I'm the path shower. You have to walk down it. You got to do the research and you got to live by it too. But I love that you live by it, you know, and you're able to do that. You know what I mean? I'm able to too, but I got winter time. You know what I mean? I gotta go back inside for winter and hide. But I do love that about you, and a lot of other people that are like that have that opportunity to live free and live connected to everything and know you don't think. You're not clouded by mainstream anything. You're not clouded by a religious thought. You know truth. And that's what I love about you, my brother. Hell yeah. And everyone that follows the way, that way, you know what I'm saying? Follow the truth. Know the truth. Seek the truth. And if you ain't found the truth yet, what the fuck what are you looking at? It's all right there. You have to look very hard. You find that truth real fast. You're like, God damn. Hold on a minute now. And it's the way, man. You got to follow that way. And don't ever veer from it. You know what I'm saying? Or else you end up with bad health. You end up with bad food, bad growth. You know, you got plants that you're trying to grow for health and medicine and shit. And if you're not doing the magic spells the right way, all magic spells, I should call them something else because people didn't like those words. But dude, this is literally a magic fucking spell he's doing. He's doing it at a certain time. It's a ritual. It's a ritual to do this. When you complete this, you perform a task in the realm of the universe, you know, the frequency, the vibration, the force. You are one with the force. It's what up, Smoke Steve? It's even in the Bible how to harvest a plant and how to leave. You take a third and leave the rest for God, and God will bless your harvest. I mean, tenfold for the next forever. And people that do that, they see the truth of it. And it's not that, you know, God did anything. It's a spell. It is a ritual. And if you perform, they're telling you this is how you do this. If you do this right, you'll be one with the force. All right, let's try it. Let's do it. Holy shit. I'm one with the force now. That's fucking wild, dude. You know, and manifestation, man. It's amazing once you really tap into this stuff and start doing it. You don't have to believe it. They're directions in a book. They're directions. Just follow them. Just do it and see what happens. If nothing happens and you follow that shit to the T, then forget it. Then forget it. But if you follow it to the T, you'll always be introduced to truth. You can never not do it. I mean, dude, I do things. I try always. You know, I think it was our grandma that taught us to plant with moon cycles. You know, I'm a little kid. I don't know shit. They don't even teach you this in horticulture. They talk about farmers' moons and da. They talk about planting, but they're not focused on it. They're not preaching it, right? They just teach you stuff. And, you know, when I came to plant the weed here and I started doing all this, listening to this ancient shit while I'm just gardening. And I'm like, wait, look at dude, they really got the way. They're laying it all out. And I'm like, and they're talking, that was cannabis they were growing. I mean, don't be confused. Cain was growing weed. And, you know, that's what like sustained them on our planet. So when you realize this dude's growing weed in crystals in clay soil dripping off a mountain where giant cedars that they ever seen cedars this tall, they grow there. Oh shit, let's mimic that fucking environment. And where cedars grow though is acidic soil. Did you know that? Interesting little facts there though. But yeah, I love people that have more knowledge. Say, I got this much. I got this much. And it's always about research and meeting new people and having their experiences and knowing what they know. Like, people live in different areas, different countries, on islands. They have tales, what we call myth, but it's not myth. It's the damn truth. If your Bible's real, every bit of their language and song and word is truth. Everything they ever experience is the damn truth. Don't ever discount any of it, and learn it, love it, and live it. You know, they say that island that burnt, Maui, it's a giant that died in the flood, and the third eye is where they burnt, and the heart chakra is where they burnt. Interesting, right? And underneath those spots are powerful crystals. Powerful, because you know the giants, when they died, they turned to crystal. So interesting little facts of history there. And under these spots are power points. So if you focus and with energy, and you know that your energy, and that you can manipulate, that's what it is. Manipulate energy. This is our sole purpose. This is why you keep getting reincarnated, because you haven't learned your lesson. Oh, what's your lesson? Not to sin, not to fucking be a bad person. Nope, that's not your lesson. That's your lesson in a book written by a person from Earth. Listen, your sole purpose is to learn how to manipulate energy. You know what I'm saying? And once you learn how to do that, the spell is supposed to be broken. That's what's written. I've never been there. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to get there, you know? So what I'm doing is manipulating the energy to grow plants, you know, and sometimes my body. I wish I would have tried it with my heart sooner, and maybe I would have saved some help, saved some lifetime, you know what I mean? But it's what it is. Let's see what this guy's got going.
And also, I don't know, these tomatoes don't look very powerful. That's only 2 weeks difference. Same soil. So these were planted at the best time and the worst time. And
you saw that, right? You saw that. Here's the side by side. This is just truth and testimony. Pure Michigan, what up, man? Hell yeah, you got your old picture back. Fuck yeah. Or is that a new picture? It seems to me like an old picture. I don't know. Fuck yeah. Watch this shit, bro. This is the truth, the light, and the way. This is just how it is.
I put the same seeds in the ground, and well, there's 2 that haven't germinated out of 8. And also, I don't know, these tomatoes don't look very powerful. That's only 2 weeks difference. Same soil. So these were planted at the best time and the worst time. And I don't know, the results for me are a little bit obvious. So that's a little experiment. And I also planted corn. I planted all my vegetables actually on the best time, and then all of them again on the worst time. And the first time I planted corn, they all came up. They're looking very strong and healthy. So these are the ones that are planted on the proper time of the month. See that all the corn came up. And the second time, which is the worst time.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we also print that and that?
They're looking a bit spindly. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 came up out of 10. This one's a bit wobbly. It's almost like it hasn't figured out to make its roots stronger.
So if I ask you guys, did you pop third eye strains on the best time or the worst time for planting seeds? And hopefully everyone tells me the best time. And after this season, we should all understand, because I'm going to get this calendar, we should all understand what the best time is. So if people be like, yo, man, your shit didn't work, and I'm going to say, did you put them in the freezer? Did you scare them? Did you soak them in water? Did you put them in the paper towel? Did you plant them at the right time? And it's 3 days. There's a 3-day period, right? Right, I think. And
I don't put mine in paper towel. I put them right in the dirt.
Either way. But how I want to know when the plant comes up, how it grows. If that's a piece of shit plant, sometimes, man, this is why. This is the reason. And I even tell you guys, I'm like, damn, I planted them at the wrong time. They're fucking garbage. They won't They won't fix. You may be able to clone it and get it to act right, but man, it's a mistake that I make sometimes because I'm anxious to plant stuff, you know, and I have to be more lazy about it because I'm not patient. I'm farthest thing from patient, dude. I'm Aries. You know, I try to be that patient man, but I just can't be. Just can't. Like, there's a piece of cake, I'm eating it. I ain't saving that bitch for later. I'm that kind of guy.
To support itself. Going through my first experiment, I could kind of see a difference, but you know, I could have the seeds I planted might have been cracked or something. I don't know for sure. I think to do it, you'd have to plant hundreds and hundreds of seeds, and you'd have to do a huge big experiment. But from now on, I'm going to plant my vegetables at the best recommended time because of the understanding.
Hey, we got to get this.
Just having the moon calendar helps a lot because all you have to do is then just follow that. So although this calendar is made for New South Wales, Australia, it's very simple to read anywhere in the world. All you have to do is adjust the times. For example, if it says it's going to be a new moon on the 13th of November at 8:30 p.m. in Australia.
Yeah.
So if I get on the telephone,
so it tells you the 3
Denmark,
days.
say, hey, it's 8:30 here.
When the
it's
plant
full moon at the moment, and they'll
the
say,
best time.
yeah, it's full moon right at the moment. It's only 12 o'clock.
And look,
here,
look at his.
That's correct.
Look at his
So
example.
basically, all you have to do is just think
Look
you're
at
talking to
his.
me on the telephone.
This is
Don't look very.
This is planning at the right time. This is planning at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And this is what I always talk about.
Yeah.
I just don't have examples like that.
No
This
shit.
dude's great, man. Looney said he's got an original from Hawaii, a Hawaiian one. He's like, I'll send you pictures. He's like, I'll send you the real one if you want. And I'm like, dude,
Oh, no.
I'll frame that.
Yeah.
I'll frame that shit and I'll have your address and I can send you seeds. But that'll go on my wall. I'll probably paint that. I'll probably project it onto my wall and paint that.
Dude, that would be a dope thing to have.
That would be so cool.
So much so.
And you would always see it behind me. That would be cool.
If you catch the name of like the actual name of what he's used and write it down, I'll look for it. I'll search for something like that because that's cool as fuck.
Right.
That's really cool.
Super dope. Okay.
Hey, Amber.
I pop seeds.
Okay. I love you.
Love you.
Hi, everybody. Bye, everybody. Good night.
2 didn't pop yet. 2 weeks ago. We need branches. Hell yeah. Looney, cheers. Country, cheers. What are we popping? I believe in energy and believe I can do little for all wrong reasons. Got to make a change. Hell yeah. Branches come if I go on my channel because I can't do it here. Let me see. Where am I? I'm a div person. We'll have to check that calendar and make sure we got the right day in March. Like the perfect day. White boy layer cake. See, I don't ever see my fucking shit on. Oh, here it is. See, I don't ever see my fucking shit on. Oh, here it is. Shut up.
That dude's so annoying.
I know. Can't fucking stand that guy's voice, dude.
Powerful. It's only 2 weeks difference.
I get up to where we were.
Same soil. I think it's important really just to understand that you want to give your seed.
Is that Einstein? Damn figures, right?
Is the best possible life they can have. So that's maybe another little tip of how you can do that. So I hope you enjoyed this video.
Oh, I totally fucking enjoyed that. Who is this guy? We're gonna have to subscribe to this dude. The Weedy Garden. Oh wait, is this our homie? Ain't it? Do we subscribe?
Going from survival mode my whole life to having enough money to like.
He's actually got really cool videos. 7+ best moon garden plants. Starting over. Garden by the moon. Learn how to garden by the moon's phases. Plant by the moon calendar. Well, we just learned that. That's Moon Calendar, episode 23, Gardening by the Moon. Well, let's see what this guy's talking about. Planting by the signs and phases of the moon. There's whole books and everything. Jane's Allotment, Seed Sowing by the Moon. Fuck yeah. Amber. That's a name for your garden.
What?
Amber's Allotment.
That's cute.
Hell yeah. John Harris talks about new book, Moon Gardening. Promoting this shit. Shut up. Does planting by the moon work and what is it? Let's see what this is. Seed sowing by the moon. All about waxing, waning, and seeds. Club Master Class number 1, Sowing and Planting Calendar with Clara. Planting by the signs, phases of the moon. Let's try this one. I gotta find these seeds first, so I'll update out the screen.
Guess who's on the front porch of the cabin today? It's Mr. Phil
This
Case, who
guy.
I've been wanting to meet a long time.
So
We've been
you're
talking about
coming
everything and we
before-
solved most of the world
I was
problems in 10 minutes.
confused what you're saying.
No longer than that. Yeah.
No longer than that. You know what? For years, people have been asking me, Tim, you need
I
to
love
have
these
somebody to
kinds of
talk about
shows.
Planting by the signs. I mean, everything from planting your garden to separating your calves from their mothers. I've heard them say, man, if you separate them under this particular sign, the calves aren't going to bawl as much. And is there something to this? Some people will swear 1,000%. The old timers really go hardcore on this. Some people say, it's voodoo. What do you think?
It's voodoo.
Obviously, I think there's something to it. And now that I'm one of the old timers, I can say with some degree of sincerity and certainty that I've planted enough gardens across the years in the proper phases and signs, and enough accidentally in the wrong phases and signs that I can show that it makes a difference just by using the proper phase of the moon, sign of the zodiac, with your normally good gardening techniques. I mean, you have to water, you have to plow, you have to weed, you have to fertilize and all that. You can't just go out and say, well, I'm going to lay it down here on the driveway because Case said I can put it out in the dark of the moon. I'm going to give me a turnip out of this thing. Well, that isn't going to work.
So let's get back to the basics. Okay. I've heard people say you don't want to do it. Something about the heart, something about the head. How many signs are there and what do they mean roughly?
There are 12 signs.
Okay.
Start with Aries, the head, and run through Pisces, your birth sign, the feet. They run down the body 2 or 3 days each month, and then they start over. Now, the reason they don't go exactly the same way every month is because we're on our calendar's 31 days, 31 days, except for February. This is a 28-day cycle. So they run through the body every month.
I thought that dude was hitting a bong, bro. I'm like, wait a minute.
Remember it by sign, plant,
Jeff,
thick
you
crops.
for a second.
Scorpio, the sign,
Awesome.
plant, Pisces, the feet, thick, Taurus, the neck, and crops, Cancer, the breast. Those are the 4 most fertile signs. That's when you want to plant, when the sign is in one of those. How do you find that out? Well, it's in the almanac. What sign rules on what day? Aries and Leo, that's the head and the heart. They are the killing signs. Don't ask me why. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know that anybody knows the answer. It's just that they are the killing signs, and I would not plant anything on the day of a killing sign. Then there's a series of so-so signs that are run from the thighs, the knees, the legs. And one of the things that you do when that's happening, if you can catch a time when the moon is in the dark phase and the signs are moving out of the body past anything that functions. In other words, your stomach functions, your heart functions, all that. Your legs certainly function, but not in the same sense as an internal organ. This is the time to make changes. This is the time to stop smoking, to start a diet, start an exercise program.
I don't want any of that.
Well, whatever you want. But if you got a change to make,
Gotcha.
you do
So it's going
that.
to take better.
It takes better.
So if you want to take the calves away from the mom,
That's the time to do it.
during the
Dark of the moon, signs moving out of the body.
Interesting.
There are 2 phases of the moon each month. There's a light phase and a dark phase. There are 14 days each. January is one of those strange months that has 2 full moons. March also has 2 full moons, and February this year has a full moon. This particular configuration occurs every 18 years. That's how often this occurs. I found that out by reading Almanac.
There you go.
I mean, it's useful information. You want to plant in the light of the moon for above ground producers. When there's no moon visible in the sky, that's the new moon until the full moon. Then you would want to plant below ground producers in the dark of the moon. That's from the full moon while the moon's waning, going back down. When it's waxing, when it's coming up, just like it's up above the ground stuff.
Gotcha.
This isn't like for horoscopes. You know, when you're reading a horoscope, well, my sign's Pisces, and it's a 2-star day, and they say stay in the house.
Or you're going to find money on
Or you're going to
Thursday.
find money, or you're going to have great relationships. They're so general. This hasn't got anything to do
Nothing
with
to
it.
do with that.
This
For
is
those who
about
think this
astrology.
this is a whole different.
And you
realm.
see down this column right here, we have all the dates.
Right.
And then you run that across to the month, and you see the sign is in Leo today. Now, what kind of sign is that?
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so, you need StreamYard on air. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce the launch of
Leo is not a good sign.
It's a killing sign.
It's a killing sign. We don't want that.
Leo's in it. Leo
What
and
would you
Aries.
recommend people do who are starting to put
Yo, Chef Light,
maybe
what's
they've got a
happening?
greenhouse, or they've got an atrium, or an area where they can put some plants and keep them warm and start setting stuff up. When should all this begin?
Depends on what the plant is. If it's a cool weather plant that enjoys cool weather and can stand frost or cold weather, like cabbage, broccoli, radishes, onions, things like that, then within the next 6 weeks we can be planting those. Now, if it's warm weather crops like tomatoes, peppers, things like that, you have to wait till after frost. So if you're going to start your own chance of frost is over. If you're going to start your own plants, you want to wait to be about 6 weeks out till you put them ready to put them in the ground. My friend and my yard associate, Mr. Ron Osborne, commonly known as Oz, who helps me with the yard, we rented a heavy tiller, not a lightweight tiller, down here, and we plowed the garden. Now, adherents to this system say, and it's true, you can plow the ground in January or February if it's wet, like it is today. You know how squishy it was walking up here. Normally, you would say that's not a good idea because it's going to get cloddy. January or February, you can plow it, and the water, Mr. Van Meter said, can follow you down the furrow if you're plowing with the tractor. And that ground will not get hard or clod up. But if you wait till March.
So, listen, I'm taking all this in. January, February.
Yes, sir. All right, January, February.
I'm not hooking my plow up in March. I'm going early.
No,
this year.
if you hook your plow up in March, you better wait till the ground's dry.
Right.
When did you first start delving into this, and when did you first start talking to folks about this? When did you start thinking or seeing the effects of this thing and said, hey, this thing works?
When I came to Franklin County in the fall of 1969 to be the student pastor at the Bridgeport Christian Church, which
by golly, it's right
just
over
over
the
the
hill.
hill, was a gentleman in my church by the name of Buford Van Meter. He did everything by the phases of the moon, signs of the zodiac. He planted tobacco, everything. They cut tobacco in the proper phases.
He's
They
not.
did
He's
not
not
do
here.
anything without this. The church had a
Yeah,
parsonage.
he's
My
gotta
wife
get
and I
that.
lived there. It had a great
He's
garden
got
spot.
preparing.
First year,
You know, he's
I put out a garden because I loved it. And then I noticed Mr. Van Meter's garden was better than mine. That's how I started. And I said, why is your garden better than mine? And he said, I'll tell you, preacher, this is why.
I'll tell you, Christian. I observe witchcraft. Watch, you're about to say that right here.
I plant by the phases of the moon, signs of the zodiac.
Hell yeah.
I said, oh, that's crazy. You plant in the
Oh,
ground, you
listen.
don't plant in the moon. He said, I'll tell you what, next year in your garden, I'm going to show you. Because you're going to plant when I tell you to plant.
Oh, shit.
I was
And
22
boom.
years old then, probably 23 the year I did that garden. And I'm 70 now. So for nearly half a century, I've been doing it.
See?
My
See?
college.
A Christian pastor changed a little bit of wizardry. You know what I'm saying? I call it witchcraft, but it's some wizardry, bro. It was taught to us by a wizard. Huh? Oh, I thought you were talking.
Oh, my bad. No.
And load the shit shooter. They load the plot and shoot shit everywhere. That's why it smells bad in the summer. Hell yeah. Going getting ready for this year. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, we pulled out the bag right now. We're gonna pop some
Columns in the State Journal every week.
70s strain.
I'm going to post it on my Facebook page, which you'll have the address for it. Tells you what to plant when. But
I'm a little late.
It'll just increase your yield.
I have enjoyed this much more than you know, and I want to thank you so much for coming out and visiting. And I want to have you again if that's
fine. It's fine. This is one I love it. I love talking about it. I love converts. I'm glad you've converted. I have people
Converts.
Say, yeah, I don't know if I believe in that.
A lot of people think it's voodoo, hootie doody.
Hey,
yes.
You know.
Voodoo, hootie doody. See, that's what they call it. But you know, if it was in your Christian Bible, which it is, you wouldn't call it that. You know what I mean? You would call it something that God said you to do. You know, and that's what's wrong with our planet, dude. This whole fucking holy bullshit, the whole like the racist, the holy shit, that's all gotta go the fuck away. You know, we gotta get to the truth of stuff. And you know, there you just seen a Christian fucking hitting on the truth, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's great. Gardening by the moon phases, an agnostic look at planting by the moon and astrological signs. Hell yeah. Oh, that's the book. You saw that book? Mm-hmm. There's a book that they found, and it's in a language they don't even know what it's written in, but it literally is a gardening book, I believe. You'll see it here in a second. That book. Oh, shit.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
This book right here. There's this fucked up book of plants that aren't even on our planet. And it's written in a language they can't read. And it goes further and further. Like it shows like breeding projects of humans on different plants. Crazy as shit, dude. Craziest thing you ever fucking seen in your life, man. But like I said, the Farmer's Almanac, if you can't buy all this extra shit, and that's where you want to go. And it will literally teach you how to farm by the moon and moon phases. And you've seen me do it every single year when I've hit those days perfectly. That's when we have the really good gardens, you know. And other times I don't try to hit it at the right times. I fuck up when I plant seeds, you know, and shit goes haywire, fucking haywire, you know. So we want to make sure we're following the right ways and shit. Oh yeah, let's check out this dude's stuff. Hey, wait a minute. Oh man. View all channels. Damn. I don't have my other channel on here, man. That sucks. What up? We're gonna have to find you, Piff. Piff. 1,000. I bet you I'm gonna find you. Yeah, I found you right away.
What are you looking for?
Piff.
Oh.
He said, oh, look at that food you took. Hell yeah. Ooh, look at that pineapple with some salsa in it, bro. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Wanted to come up.
Looney said to tap him in, but Who knows? He's probably got to do his hair or something. You know, he's all special. Would you want to play your short? Your which one? Throwback Sunday. Which one do you want to play, Piff?
Yeah, he said he had a new one. I went and looked and I didn't see nothing new.
No, there ain't nothing there, bro. You're talking about like a tent with a whole bunch of people shit in it, but yeah, there's nothing up here, bro. You got a lot of good food, lots of cheese, bro. You gotta work out, man. You eating a lot of bad shit. They got fake cheese. Oh, look at all them $1 bills. That's cool. I like that.
I'm high, my bad.
Yeah. I'm high as fuck. Twister cheese, so good. Yeah, it might be uploading or something, bro. The last one you got is a month ago. Throwback Sunday, that's about it. He got updated, putting tomorrow. Oh yeah, the link right there. I can't do a link there. What? Oh, I can't do a link there, bro. Shit. I don't have the availability of this channel. I know it must sound weird, but you know, it's just not on this computer yet. But yeah, you guys can look at that. What I'm using is water and peroxide in these solo cups. And I'm going to soak it in here overnight. And then tomorrow I'm going to either get a paper towel. I'll probably get a paper towel because I like to see taproots. I like to see my germination rate. And then I'll probably put it in cocoa for the time being, you know, it up and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Piff. I don't know why I can't get it. I don't know where the hell it's at. I'm retarded, bro. All right. So we got Solo. Man, that should grow a big ass motherfucking Solo plant. You guys, what time it is? Tropical Surprise. You guys remember what Tropical Surprise was? Tropical Surprise is dope. Hawaiian Kush times gelato split. We got Solo, Purple Detril, Afghan cookies, Ayla Sakura. We're definitely doing Ayla Sakura. We'll have to do a Tropical Surprise for Amber. Kylo Ren F1. We'll give it a try again. We've been endlessly trying Kylo Rens. I'm going to have to bring out the tissue culture. I'd love to do a COVID-19, but, you know, I've done it a million times. I would like to have that weed again, though. All right, so we got Ayla Sakura, Big Hazard Kush times Premier Flats times Skunk number 1. Oh, yeah, look at this. Purple fucking Pimp Daddy. Dude. Yeah, if we grow that, you guys can be like, what the fuck? Original G13, Chem Dog, San Fernando Valley OG. Remember y'all were saying like, y'all got the OG, like so do I. Right here. He said puppy boy.
That was good all the way up to the garage.
Mr. Puppy Boy, dude, I'm high.
Hold it down, dude. Come on.
So these are some of the ones that I pulled out to take a look at. So we'll see what we got here. Pineapple Express.
Twisted.
What up?
Never mind.
All right. Oh, I'm totally a pothead.
You can play on you want.
Oh, what up? What up? What up?
Or you can be a surprise.
What's up?
How you doing? Yeah, I'm fucking stoned. We're looking at what seeds we're gonna pop. We got Mozambique Poison.
Oh,
this one's a pretty cool one. peyote purple times Corkle times Mac. And it says 15 regular bird seeds. And I've never got this shit to pop. What's up, puppy? Quinn. Yeah. Quinn. Now I won't forget his name. But Quinn. He's like, huh? Doug's fucking awesome, dude. Look at him. He's just a monster of hair. Look at, he's a fucking baby. Get that big old hit. Yeah. Hey, GD Woods. Yo, I really think you should make some fucking brownies and enter them into this competition. It'd be super cool. Wouldn't it be cool to win? Oh, we got strawberry banana times solo. Oh, bitch.
You got to say that again. I was coughing. We couldn't hear you.
Oh, I said I think it'd be badass if you made brownies and enter them into a competition this year and won that bitch. That'd be dope. You got to enter the edibles. And if you look, you can check out at all the different cannabis events of competitions, and they'll have the winners and they'll show the products. And I'm like, oh, dude, those aren't shit. Like, I think the one person, the main things that people that are winning are if you have honey or sugars. You know what I'm saying? And like gummies are coming in second. And I'm like, oh, dude, if you took those brownies, those fucking people would just melt with the flavor alone. And then that high would hit them. It'd be fucking zombies. Yeah, I think it'd be a good time.
You can stir it up. Yes, one for it. Stand next to it. On the right side.
God's cheese times God's bud.
I'm making some butter right now.
Hell yeah. What hour are you in?
What time is it?
10, 11.
I'm in about 3.5 hours.
Nice. GDP.
I'm starting to think I didn't put enough in.
No?
I put 2 pounds of butter or 2 pounds of ghee to a 1/4 pound.
Wait, 2
pounds of butter.
Yeah.
To a 1/4 pound of weed.
Why isn't that enough?
I don't know. It doesn't look like enough in the container.
Oh.
Just like some more. Yeah, I'll show you. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what it's supposed to look like in your mix, but
you leaving? Yeah. All right.
Peace out.
See you later.
Later, man.
I can't get good lighting on it.
Yeah, I see it though. How's it supposed to look in that size container?
I don't know. I think it should be more bud in there. Doesn't look like a lot.
It all depends how it cooks out of there, though.
But there's a 1/4 pound, so.
You know, that's what it is. It depends on how it cooks out, because that weed was pretty good. So, you know, I usually put 2 to 4 ounces in, but sometimes when I put 2 ounces in, it's not enough for my fucking machine. So I got to put 4 in. And sometimes, bro, holy shit, it's so fucking strong sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
It smells good. It's not overly powerful. I like that.
Right, it better be smelling decent. Oh yeah, old blood eyes. Oh shit, that's right. I was gonna call this one Deathstroke. This one is. Oh wait, is this one? Hold on a second. This one can't be that one. We're gonna have to look and see if we got those other seeds. Cheese candy times God bud. Hell yeah.
You said that Death Jewel, that's the one that you don't have to water as much?
What?
Remember we were talking? No, that was old Blood Eyes, wasn't it? Is that the one you did the test with the zeolite?
Oh no, I did that with Kylo Ren.
Okay.
But it's the zeolite itself that does that. Yeah.
I fucked up.
I don't know.
I was talking to my buddy and I was telling him perlite. And he's like, no, that. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure he said perlite. I said, look it up. And I was arguing left and right. And I realized like 2 days later, I was like, fuck.
Zeolite. Zeolite. Earth Creeper, what up? Yeah, zeolite's the one that it's all strains, really. You know, some strains like to feed more. So those ones will probably suck that water out quicker. But, you know, that zeolite will hold that water in if you don't have water for a while. Yeah, that's a great thing to have. What is this? Red something.
Yeah, my wife wants to start all of our garden already. And I was like, it's too early, you know?
Yeah, usually you start the garden March.
Last year,
indoor.
she did it without me. And so I just let her and my son do their own thing. Well, she was trying to transplant carrots and all sorts of shit. I'm like, no, you don't do it like that. But I let them have their fun, you know.
Yeah.
Like she planted, I think, like 25 or 30 fucking cucumbers in one row. That was only 6 feet long.
Hell yeah, that's the way, man.
But I had too much other stuff going on. I didn't want to garden in the first place, you know.
Yeah, I did that one time, and because I didn't have very much room. I probably had 4 feet, a 4-foot corn row, and I put 2 packs of cucumbers on that bitch. And there grew so many cucumbers, dude. They were growing in my driveway. They grew all over my fence. It was fucking crazy.
We have flower beds in the backyard. When we bought the house, it was all set up already, you know.
Right.
But I killed everything out of it this year, and I'm going to plant a garden inside of it. We're not flower people in the first place. I'm 300 pounds. I like to eat. I don't like to smell flowers.
Ooh, Buddha's butt crack. I should pop this one seed and see if it's going to be a female. What's this one say?
None of them are feminized, right?
Which ones? That I gave you? No.
Yeah, okay.
No, I haven't done any femmes yet. Usually, though, they show sex really quick.
Well, I can usually tell by looking at the beam, too.
What the fuck is CR?
Some old hippie gave me this word of advice, and it's worked pretty damn every time.
Hell yeah. She can start on the windowsill in about 2 weeks. Yeah. That's what I do. We're going to set up a little table, though. You know, either that or Amber's going to do it in the basement, one of the two. But I told her to do a little table and just have it on the windowsill type shit. You know.
I think Ryan was buying one of them auto cloners that you got.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
You like that.
Yeah, there's different kinds too for plant starting and for seeds and all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
You know, I just made mine.
How come you don't microplane your bubble hash? Is it because you press it right away?
No, I haven't done that yet.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that though. I haven't messed with it yet. I'm gonna wait until I'm prepared. You know what I mean? Because I wing shit too much, and it doesn't come out the right way. Yep. So I'm gonna wait and get my press all set up and everything ready, and then do it all at the same time, like microplane it, then stuff it in the bag, and then fucking press it out.
But if you're gonna press it, do you need to microplane it? I don't think you would need to.
Not really, because that's what, you know, Pez Bros, they microplaned, I think, just to show microplaning.
Right.
And then they
say that you're supposed to microplane it to get the moisture out of it. Otherwise,
if it's not right, if it's not completely dry. They used, when they did theirs, they used a fucking freeze vac. You know what I'm saying? So it dehydrates it. And mine's been in the freezer for about 7-8 days now. So it's pretty much like dry, but it still has condensation moisture. So when I pull it out, it still has that chance to get a little bit of moist. So that's why I'm going to do it all at the same time. Then collect it and jar it up and then put it back in the freezer and shit. I'm going to try to store it until one of those events. And hopefully I got enough money to join, and I'll pull that shit out the freezer and be like, here you go. It'll be brand new live rosin, dude. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get it's live rosin. So I'm trying to keep it as best as it can be. Right now it's live hash. Huh?
Them events, can you rent a booth at them events, or how does that work?
Well, normally some events, they have booths that you would set up and to sell your products and shit like that. For like, say that
sell your beans there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sell your seeds, all your weeds. So if you got t-shirts, necklaces, whatever the fuck kind of product you got, bro, you sell there. And that was my goal, to do all those, but I just stopped doing them, you know. And we got a tent and everything. We bought a tent, me and Amber.
You guys should get rid of both your cars and get a minivan.
Right.
Go do it.
Right. And but like the cannabis cup, there were like $3,000, I think, or $3,500, and that was for your regular booth. And then the big booth to be up by the stage and compete was $7,500.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's dope though. And if you bring products, say you went to a High Times Cannabis Cup, say 2019, because I ain't been to one since. But this is what you just buy, that $3,000 booth, and you bring all your fucking shit there and you sell out. It's crazy.
So at the Cannabis Cup and whatever cups, can you try the weed that's up there being voted on?
If you go to their booth and they're offering free samples, and almost every booth offered free samples of stuff. You know what I mean? And then you buy them. You buy their shit, you know. So that's what it was. You can go to their booth and buy their weed, you know, but they also gave like free dabs and stuff. So they didn't really have any bowls or anything. Like here's a joint, you know. Every booth's like, you want a joint, man? Here. Like, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, it's super cool, dude. Super fucking the fucking coolest, funnest shit you ever did. Like weed related, you know.
Right.
It was mind blowing. All right, let's do this one Buddhist butt crack. I'm gonna have to write on my cups, I think, huh?
Probably be a smart idea.
Yeah. Figures. Buddha's butt crack. Buddha's. I had the best fucking clone of this too, and Goliath fucking kept it.
Everybody's got to have a come up, right?
Right.
That was a cheap lesson.
I know it was.
You can plant many more strains. That's
right.
What friendship based on, you know, I hear people getting robbed out or fucked out of money and stuff. That's what, you know, that's $500, you know, that's a cheap fucking lesson.
Right.
Wash your hands.
It's the cheapest way to get rid of a shady person, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gotta look at the bright side. Entry fee, or else you're gonna be like, this one smells like ass. Hell yeah, that's awesome. All right, so we got Buddhist butt crack. I only had one seed of that, but we're playing that bitch this year. This one says, I can't fucking see what it is. Maybe it's upside down. Oh, PE. What's PE? Pineapple Express. That's what that is. Hell yeah. We're going to plant that bitch right there. Bam.
I got Pineapple Express beans around somewhere. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I got Pineapple Express. I usually save it for breeding, but I'm going to pop this one because it's my one little seed. And I guarantee I bought this bitch in 2018. So we'll see if it pops. I'm not too, it's whatever, you know. I'm still looking for some stuff to grow inside.
See, now is when some of that Cali strains would be nice to have. Because you could grow that inside.
Right. Hopefully I will send them a whole bunch of shit. Send us some stuff. I have a bunch of Cali shit. Like when I say all these strains, they all came from Cali breeders. You know, try to grow them here all the time. And I'm just like, bro, you guys' shit is just not performing here. And they're like, what? No, Twisted. You got that's the best weed you got. Our shit's way better than yours. And I'm like, you watch me grow it. My shit goes, your shit goes, like, I don't know what to tell you. You know, I'm like, it's almost like, and I've wasted my time with all these other people's shit outside and not kept continuously growing my strain so people could see them. And I'm like, listen, I need to just grow my stuff. You know, I'll save 2 little spots for somebody that wants to try to get in there and see how their shit grows in northern Michigan, but everything else has got to be my stuff because, you know, I'm way behind, way fucking behind in the scope of things. So I'm going to pop all the rest of these Mac times Cork Gold, Purple, Ergo fucking, I got them a long time ago. They're Peyote Purple times Corkle times Mac. 10-week flowering time. It's kind of rough, but we'll try it out. And these are from Bow and Arrow Indian. Going in the water. We're not scarifing. We're just going in the water. Full moon soaking, baby. So this is, oh, I'm like, where's my marker? I'm holding it. So we'll call it PPQ times Mac. PPQ times Mac. So this isn't going to be, I wonder what it's going to be, but you know, I bet you this bitch would be frosty. PPQ times Mac. We'll keep that close so we know exactly what the hell it was. All right, so that's 3. Now we're looking at, we're going to have to check these out. We're going to do this GDP times Twisberry. And we're going to see how these fuckers turn out. Fall 2019 Spooky Tooth. GDP times Twisberry. Oh, there's 20 fucking seeds in this bitch. We'll pop 10. Twisberry is the original OG Twisberry, and he probably had one of the best cuts, probably. Maybe I did. Somebody did. We're going to check these bitches out, though. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to pop out 20. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Either I can't count, Spooky can't count, or I planted some before. One of the 3. Float Tech, yeah, Float Tech. Fall 2020, 2019, I mean. I'm trying to get rid of some of this old shit and check it out, see what it is. Oh, and I had from Katsu pre-98 Bubba Kush. and I had one seed of that, and it didn't grow. If you guys remember, I popped it a while ago. Pre-98 Bubba Kush. No poppy. All right, so these are GDP times Twizzberry.
Fuck.
And Twizzberry is my blueberry that I made with gelato split. It's 70s F6 blueberry times gelato split. If they don't pop, I put them in a napkin in Tupperware with Pro Mix. And wait, hell yeah, I go in the soil. But I saw a video, maybe Bill Ward, toss it in the water until taproot popped. Yeah, and good seeds will. Sometimes I'll leave them in the water for 3 days and forget about them. You know, I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot I had seeds over here. And there'll be a whole fucking plant growing in that shit. You know, you would pull them out, plants and shit. You guys have seen me year after year pull out plants. Like, look at this. It's like 5 inches long. And those are my favorite. Because you just stick a deep asshole, put it, and then bury it to its neck. And that plant just starts growing right away. All right, so we got this GDP cross here. And these are fucking Purple Pimp Daddy. So we're going to grow some Purple Pimp Daddy. Purple fucking Pimp Daddy. We got 4 of those. We got more, but we're only going to do 4. I think we're going to say these. And we might as well do them all. Let's do them all. And now, of course, we're definitely doing Ayla Secura. We haven't done Ayla Secura yet. But we should probably change the name. What name should we come up with? So this is Blueberry times Solo. So it's Blueberry times Chronic times Skywalker OG times Lemon Larry OG times Ohio Skunk. Hell yeah. Shit's dope. What should we have it be? Let's see. Let me get my songs. Solo's Blue Balls. I don't know what to call it yet. We're going to call our A-list Secure still. So we got the peroxide in this cup also, right, for the extra oxygen. A-La Secura Blueberry Time Solo. And this is one of the first outdoor crosses I ever did. And I don't know why, man. I never grew it. Most of these seeds went to other people, though. And I've never seen anyone grow it yet. At least they haven't talked about a blueberry solo. So we plan to get, I don't know, 20 seeds. See what comes up popping there. Now we got Baboon times Purple Voodoo. We're going to save those ones. We got this. We got Witch's Brew. We got GDP. GDP times Lemon Haze. Yeah, look at that shit. GDP times Lemon Haze. Strawberry Banana times Solo. Ooh, we got to do the fire breath too. I'll have to get some of those seeds out. Strawberry Banana. Then this sounds like some sleepy time music. Strawberry Banana times Solo. These ones going to be banging. I got something crossed with Ohio Dumpster Cut. Fuck yeah, dude. strawberry solo. We got blueberry solo. We got strawberry solo. In the water it goes. Solo's banana boat. Hell yeah. So the one I'm going to do also is a Ferrari Fire Breath Time solo, but not yet. We're going to do Kylo Ren. And we're pheno hunting here, guys. This is all pheno hunting. And Kylo Ren is super special. We got to fucking find the one. Come on, Kylo. What do you got for me this year, buddy? We're going to go with this seed. This seed. This seed. Three. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm fucking. Come on, Kylo Ren. You are gonna pop and you are gonna grow that magical Kylo Ren. That's what you're gonna do. Kylo Ren. My marker's powerful. Holy shit. So these are the original Kylo Ren F1s. You still smell like gas. Hell yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. I'm not done yet. I want to do, I might do the last two too. I want to do solo. Try to get a really big solo this year. Solo. There's the OG solo right here. The ones I never gave him. You know, I'm so fucking happy I never gave him. Oh, shit. I never gave him. I never gave it to him. He would always ask me, he's like, hey, I never got any solo. But I never gave it to him. Solo. Solo is interesting too. It's got some really, really dark seeds and some really creamy seeds. Just some of these fucking white ones. So low. Bam, tropical surprise. Hawaiian Kush times gelato split. Man, once you guys see this one, you're going to want it. So we got Solo. We got Purple Death Jewel. We're going to do a Purple Death Jewel. Purple Death Jewel. And Tropical Surprise. And then the other ones we'll do on a different full moon. And we'll do, we're going to do Old Blood Eyes, Fish Pudding, and a couple ones like that. Chronic. Shit like that there. This one's Purple Death Jewel.
How does that stuff grow?
What's that?
That purple Death Jewel.
Last one that was growing, I believe it was growing out in New Zealand. And it grew really well. Not all leafy and shit. And the buds had a lot of separation with like a top cola, you know what I mean? So it grew more like land racy, I guess. Like small little bushy thing. Perfect for outdoors. That's why. Did I send you that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I was
sounds
telling
like
you.
she likes to get bent over.
Yeah. That's when I was telling you, if I was you, I would try this one outside.
Yeah.
I think it should grow pretty damn good for you right there. And there'll be a couple like this. What other ones you got?
I gotta look. I was just looking.
No, I always forget too. OB special. I would do that inside if you have it. Do that one close to you if you're able to at all. Or give it to somebody who can do OB indoors or close to them. You know what I mean? OB's going to be a special one. Purple Death Jewel.
Well,
yeah, this one will be exciting. Yeah, this will be the first year I'm growing Purple Death Jewel myself.
Yeah, Chronic 2024. Chronic Sour Grape Sherbet Cross.
Yeah.
Kylo, number 6.
Hell yeah.
Tushy Monster. The Purple Death Jewel. And Kylo Ren 2021. And Thrift Store Underwear.
Thrift Store Underwear. Hell yeah. Yeah, I would do. So Kylo 2021 is from a huge fucking plant. That's like a huge Kylo. I grew those ones outside because some Kylos for me are like an auto, and the other ones were the photo. So those were from the Kylo 21s. That plant will get fucking huge. It was putting off like 6 pounds of weed when I trained it out. But the Chronic time sour grape sherbet should stay low. I'd do like the Chronic, like you were saying. And
Right.
those ones are, historically not huge plants. You know what I mean? To put together. So I think they'll be good. Hell yeah. You got Witch's Brew too, right? I do that one.
Yeah, I got a bunch of other ones. Lockdown OG, Marley's Gift, Purple.
Right. There's
Obi-Wan.
another good one. There's another good one right there.
The Marleys.
Marley's Gift, yeah.
Then I got the variant, kind of dope. Dreamweaver. Kylo, Donkey Punch.
Yeah, Dreamweaver is another good one.
The variant. Witch's Brew, Pineapple Airy, White Runs, Tropical Blizzard. That sounds like an indoor plant.
Yeah, you got all kinds.
Variant, Bro Scouts, and Moon Magic.
Hell yeah. Moon Magic stayed small too for me last year. That shit was dope. No bugs, no mold. Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going this year.
Hell yeah.
And then I got some. I forgot what these two are called. These are going out. Birthday in Burma and Burmese banana berry.
Oh, nice.
My buddy hooked me up with them. There's like, I don't know, there's 6 in there, I think. I don't expect much out of it. It's a California strain, so.
Well, they'll grow, but they'll be just small plants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes, though, it depends on the water you give them. Because I had that Agent Orange, which is a Cali bred plant. That fucking thing was 10 point something pounds. Dry weed. It was fucking huge. All right, Tropical Blizzard. Yeah, for me, and it all depends too how you train them. But what I'm trying to think about is not a lot of leaf material for you.
Right.
Because you got more leaf material, you're going to need more water. There's more evaporation. There's more everything. Not enough blood. Yeah, right. Everything is going to happen. So that's what I'd really look for you too. That's why I was starting early, is to be able to pheno hunt and find the shit. Because you could have like a bunch of little cups sitting right next to you on the floor.
Yep.
Just slowly, simultaneously pull them out. Like, I don't want this one. Fuck that one. I gotta check this strain and make sure what I'm looking at. This is Scarlet Heart 10 Sour Grape Sherbet, so it's Old Blood Eyes. But I wrote Red Woman on there, but that was the name of it before, but so is Leia. That's Leia's side bitch name in case like Disney comes trying to sue somebody. Oh, that's my Red Woman. And that'll probably have to be it because I'm going to start doing Leafly here pretty soon. I just had to get my website back up. So I'm going to probably have to change the Star Wars names to something else pretty cool. And luckily they taste like stuff, like duh. But no, for real though, they taste like amazing things. So it's going to be pretty simple. A lot of them are gas and cheese. Some are like.
Did you say
like
ass and
sour.
teeth?
Yeah, ass and tits, gas and cheese.
I thought you said ass and feet. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, we're trying to get that ass and feet smell. Totally. Yeah. But yeah, there's ass and cheese, gas and cheese all fucking day.
Yeah.
I gotta take these fucking pills. My stomach hurts though.
It's from laughing. That's good.
I got a lot of food in my stomach. Tacos.
Tacos sound good.
I had fish tacos and tofu tacos.
How is that tofu?
Dude, so tofu is plain, but tofurkey is fucking bomb.
Man.
It's real flavorful. And I knew they could do it. I talked about it a couple years ago that I would try to make, tofu and have it taste like meat. They already did it.
Yep. That's how it works.
And it's just like chicken, but like you don't feel guilty after you eat it. It's pretty nice. Some people probably don't feel guilty after eating chicken, but
I don't.
hey, do you know the way of the shinobi? Meat is forbidden. God damn it. Now I got pills stuck in my fucking pipe hole in my face. Oh, you know what? I forgot to pop my Ohio seeds too. I'm going to have to get me another little piece. We're going to pheno hunt some fucking roadkill skunk right here. Huh?
Pheno hunting is fun.
Hunting?
If you have the seeds to do it, yeah.
I got not more than anybody, but fucking thousands.
Yeah.
These are all just fucking skunks right here. Gorgeous.
I know when we had the hemp farm, we used to start with like 150 plants, and we'd pheno hunt them down to like 15, and then we'd pheno hunt them down to like fucking 3 or 4, and that's what we would go off of.
Really?
Yeah. We started plants in December usually.
Would you clone that in like thousands?
Yeah, he cloned off the small. I don't even learn how to clone. I let him deal with all that. Not that I didn't want to, but I had enough of my own shit to do.
Right.
You know?
Don't ever go vitamin D deficient. Then you got to take those huge fucking pills that are now stuck in my throat.
Could you fix it by just eating more stuff with vitamin D in it?
I got to buy stuff with more vitamin D. Yeah.
Like a goat?
Yeah, I got to buy that. You got to eat shit with more vitamin D and more iron. Because that's when you stop drinking milk and eat meat, that's the big things in meat and milk.
Yeah.
That you'll lose. The witch's brew? Hell yeah. Or Ohio dumpster cut. He grew the witch's brew for us and shit. It was awesome. Mine turns black and is gassy. His was berries and purple. Someone else had a green one. I had a green one this summer or in the tent and shit. For the breeding projects, we were picking out different phenos and shit. That's what's on my old website. The purple. The purple and the black. So we're going to do witch's brew this summer too. And try to get that purple gas. Because everyone tells me they want some exotics. And I'm like, you tell me what exotics are, and I'll grow it for you. You know, I'm expecting someone to come buy all my fucking pounds. And I'm like, yo, is this exotic enough? And they're like, oh, yeah, that's great, man. I'm like, all right, where you at? Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck, man, what the hell? What do we got to do nowadays? All right, so this is some Ohio shit. I got to get some water, though, because this shit is stuck in my goddamn throat. Puppy.
How's it going?
So you hear the other then? Hell yeah. Yeah, so far, man, a lot of people that grow some of the strains I have, they become their favorite fucking weed. And that's fucking honorable, dude. I completely 100% love that shit and respect that. That's what I do it for. Exactly what I do it for. So let's put this somewhere where we're not going to knock it the fuck over. I'm going to put these Ohio skunky fuckies in here. And it's been a long time, people. I know. I should have hunted the skunks a long time ago. But I started a different journey. But we're back. We're back. They're floating. So we got Buddha's Butt Crack. We got Pineapple Express. We got PPQ times Mag. We got GDP times Twizzberry. We got Purple Pimp Daddy. We got Solo. We got Kylo Ren. We got Strawberry. Banana times Solo. We got Blueberry times Solo. We got Tropical Surprise. We got Purple Detrol. And we got some fucking Ohio Roadkill Skunk. Holy shit. I wish I could get that fucking Michigan skunk real quick. I'll have to talk to the guy some more. That'd be fun to grow out here real quick. I have to get Amber to download this PPF or whatever it is, PPDF. It's one of those things. She sent me this list and I can't even fucking open it. La la la. We need to get our fire breath out. And I don't count shit until I see stuff popping. Like I don't write nothing down or nothing like that. I wait until something actually comes up and I can go, okay, we're working with this. What should we smoke for a final joint? Let's see. Solo chocolate fries. Might do Afghan cookies, but I don't really want to. COVID-19 sounds good. That's lemon lime gas. Got pineapple Larry over here. I'm not gonna do that one. Oh, what are these? I forgot we got these too. COVID-19. Chronic Skywalker. Twisted OG. Righteous. Oh, there they are. See, they're back here. Oh no, these are the autos, aren't they? Got Stinky Larry. Yeah, see, these are all the fucking autos. We popped all those fucking autos. We had a murder head that came up and nothing happened. Crap. all a bunch of shit. Let's roll it up and see some more fucking moon phase popping shit. Let us some of the finest dig known to Northern Michigan. How about Force Punch? Force Punch. Not to be confused with Pandemic Punch, aka Twisted Kool-Aid. This shit smells like citrus soil, like citrus dirt and gas. A little armpity too. It's so earthy, like Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is like some old school fucking weed. It smells so earthy and gassy and citrusy at the same time. It's the fucking bomb. Hands down, the fucking bomb. This is the closest I could have got to Kylo Ren this year. Like the original OG Kylo Ren. I have Kylo Ren, number 4. And that's like cheese. Straight up cheese. And that's like, when you're trying to make terps and you're going for different terps and stuff, you got to be careful if you're trying to make a skunk, because you'll end up with cheese a whole bunch of times. It's crazy. Force Punch.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a decent skunk strain.
The what?
It'd be nice to get a decent skunk strain again.
Right. I'm trying to find one. I've heard some people talk about some real stink you out skunk, like the shit smells like human feces, they say. And I'm like, well, that's a little bit out of the realm I'm looking for. But it sounds fun. But yeah, a lot of people say their skunk is sweet. So I'm like, shit. And other people that I do find that say they got the banging skunk, I'm like, can I get some? Can I get a cut, some seeds? Like, I need that. But as you see, I don't have it, so no one has allowed that to happen. I had the first year I was here, I had all those skunks in my tent. They all got fried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough fans or what?
No. I was using synthetic nutrients.
Okay.
And, I was new in the community and everyone gave me shit all the time, right? And I got this bottle of Mammoth Pea and I was like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, it's microbes. And I'm like, why would I use microbes with synthetics? And they're like, no, you don't understand, Twisted. And I'm like, but the plant's feeding. They're like, but it's going to help it feed. And I'm like, you don't need no help. If you need help, you're fucked up. So I'm like, all right, I'll feed it. I'll do it. And I did it. And the plants fucking all died. And I'm like, I told you. And they're like, no, you did it wrong. And I'm like, I did exactly what you guys told me to do. And my whole fucking shit got fried, dude. And so it sucked. That's when I never listened to people ever again.
Let me guess. Was it the same cast that told what's his name to kill all his plants?
The what?
Was it the same guys that told what's his face last week to kill all his plants?
Oh no. These were a whole new group of people back in the day.
Oh.
And it was some of them were probably the same people, but it wasn't like that. It was I was trying to prove something to them. They're trying to tell me to use mammoth pea with synthetics, and I'm like, but you don't need to. I'm gonna end up killing these plants. Like they're gonna overfeed. And they weren't listening to what I was saying. Now it's not always the case. If you start them off like that, they will survive. But mine were already full on going, right? They're already flowering. Put that mammoth pea in there. I'm like, all right, I'll show you. And they uptook nutrients too much, is what it was. And they ended up frying up. They took up too much nitrogen. So that blew. But it was a good learning experience for people that didn't know. And also to teach them not to listen to people. But since then, I haven't grown it again. What's
I
that?
was just holding my lighter in my hand looking for my lighter.
I just was doing that earlier with the marker. Yeah, so we'll give all that shit a try. We'll pheno hunt, try to find a real nice selection and put it outside, see what it does. I'm going to try to get that Michigan skunk too before the season starts.
Do you start yours in solo cups?
What?
Do you start in solo cups?
It depends. I start in everything really, but it depends on your room, like how much room you got. So this year, I'm going to have vegetables and everything. So I'm going to start in solo cups and see how they grow and move up from there.
Will you bury them right to the first node?
Do I bury them to the first node?
Yeah.
You mean when you
transplant from the 1 gallon or from the solo cup?
Nah, it depends. It depends how much soil you got in there and shit, and it depends how low you want them to be.
Right.
Because if you continuously do what you're talking about, you'll keep a low plant.
Right.
You know, because you're burying the whole neck. That's sometimes we'll do that, and that whole neck will root. So it depends. I won't go as drastic as that sometimes, but I do bury.
That's
them
what
lower.
I do, but I never grew in solo cups. I go from a tray to a 1 gallon.
Right. Right.
I would
The
like
1 gallon for me though, it's a lot of fucking material. You know what I mean? I think we don't even use 1 gallon. We're using half gallons.
Yeah.
I always thought they were 1 gallon. So just number 1 pots. But it ends up being 2 of the soil. But you know, if you got the loot to do it, for sure. But 1 gallons are the way. That's like Tony Two Toes and all of us. You know, we always use the ones. I usually upgrade mine to a 3 gallon. But what happens is the hole that I got to put it in outside has got to be big as fuck. And if you're transplanting a 1 gallon outside, it's way easier.
Where I grow right in the pot. I grow right in my fabric most of the time.
Oh, in a fabric pot?
Yeah.
If you're using those throwaway ones?
No, this garden this year is going on the ground. Some of it is, anyway.
Right. They got those throwaway fabric pot bags. You can literally. Throwaway. Well, they are, but the ones you see us growing indoors with, they're not meant to be planted in the ground. There's other ones you can plant right in the ground.
I was thinking of taking my big fabric pots and cutting them on the bottom and putting Velcro on them. So that way when the roots push, they can push the Velcro open and go through, and I can pull the pots out at the end of the year and reuse them. Just an idea. I don't know if it would work.
Yeah, that's a design of a pot I actually created.
I'm sure it'll be on for sale next week.
Right.
The algorithms are listening.
No, it's still a prototype, and it's written down on a book over here. If I showed you this, you'd be like, "Holy shit, that's really what I was thinking of." I'd be like, "I know, isn't that cool?" Mine's called One Pot.
Yeah.
Because all you need is 1 pot, and it transforms into every size you need.
You gotta get a patent thrown on that shit.
And that's all an origami. Is that what it's called? Folding. That's all it is. Oh, fuck, there's something about here. Here we go. Lunar Witch. Maybe these beats can be frequencies.
I don't hear shit.
I'll be able to maybe hear you better. Certain frequencies I can't hear without people are saying. Let's go out. This week's gonna be killer right here. All you do is just smell gas. Fucking gas smell. It's so good. Not like gasoline, like a gassy, like butane almost.
Right.
Like a fuel. And it's also sweet and earthy, pungent. You know what it reminds me of, dude? Jail soap. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know why. Some of these smells bring me back to like boot camp and jail. Remember cleaning in the morning? That smell that was there? That cleaning smell. You gotta let chill out. Hold up. Oh, we totally got a cloudy night tonight.
Oh yeah.
I
thought for sure you'd have clear skies.
Nah, it's cloudy all day today. It figures though, but sometimes it's like that though. It'll be a clear night. Oh man, hopefully we got it right this summer this year. And put ones or twos out, I like to put 24 different plants out, but sometimes I'm a greedy pig and I'll find shit that's like, oh, I gotta put both these out.
What are all the numbers and stuff in F1, S1, all that crap?
Whatever breeding it was done with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like S1 is selfing, and the 1 is how many times. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so
That's
S1 is breeding it. S1 is breeding it back to itself.
Yeah, that's selfing.
And what
It's
is
like
F?
feminized. What's
F
that?
is feminized.
Yeah. F is feminized, and that was the old word. Oh, no. F1 means filial, like what line you're in, what inbred like line you're in. It's just the F1. And when you take one male and one female and breed it together, that creates the F series. And then people take that series, that handful of seeds, F1, and they grow a whole bunch of them, and they'll pick out of that line, and then they S1 it. So it's still F1s. They're all F1s. And, there's S1s now. There's feminized, which people ask, are they regs or fems? You know what I'm saying? And so they're reg seeds. Like I got reg seeds and they're F1s. Yeah. Some people do S1s, so that becomes feminized. And I think that's why they changed these letters. And it was a recent thing too, within the last couple of years. And I'm like, what the fuck are all these goddamn letters on there and shit? VR5SR27. And I'm like, wait a minute, let's break this down. This is what this means. And let's break the wow. I'm like, holy shit.
So how do you make a feminized seed? By breeding your F1 back to itself?
No. There's different ways. You use colloidal silver, and there's a different kind I can tell you about that kinds of poison you don't want to use. But colloidal silver, and what you do is you spray it on the plant itself. Now you want to take clones, you just like spray the top of the plant, right? And the whole bottom of the plant, you would clone, grow those clones out to whatever size plant you want, and then you have that mother sitting there, right? Then you would spray the mother with colloidal silver and turn all those other clones to female. That mother that got sprayed with colloidal silver will spit out manners, and it'll be feminized pollen, her same genetics, but a male, and it'll be female pollen though. And then that will pollinate.
You're forcing it to dike out then? You're pretty much forcing it to dike out by spraying it with that?
Yeah, first in a Hermy. And then that Hermy will pollinate all the other clones. Now the mother, you throw the mother away, and then all the other clones will be feminized seeds. You know what I'm saying? The way people get Hermes and spread Hermes is because they give the mother out. The mother will pop seeds too, but that's where the Hermes is going to be. You know what I mean? And for S1,
so the mother produces the Hermes, but the clones will not produce Hermes. They'll produce.
You don't want them to. They will if you put them in that same room and spray them.
Okay.
You know, you want them separated for sure. And so that's an S line. That's selfing a plant. Now there's different ways to self plants, of course. And there's reversing. So you reverse the female, but you can also reverse the male. And people do it any which way you can think of, always, because there's no wrong way to breed. There's just ways to breed to get a different type of a plant. People call it homogenization and all kinds of different words to show you that you're getting that plant you see. We're going to cross that plant with that plant. You know what I mean? By making it, changing its sex and making it breed with itself. And a lot of times, so people will have a female and you pick a male and you're like, all right, well, I want to know if my male is going to have the same kind of qualities or traits as my female. So they'll reverse their male into make it a female, and then look at the plant and smell it and, you know, characterize it. Is it look like the female? And if it does, you know, that's 100% a bomb ass breeding project right there. Because once you breed the male to the female, you know, because you took a clone or something, you breed that male to the female, you're going to have a bomb ass progeny coming out because your male and female look alike. They have the same quality.
Right.
You know, yeah, there's all kinds of shit you can do, man. It's super fun, especially if you have time and space and the money to pay someone for bills and shit. That's what it is. Like if it was me, I would just go around everywhere, but you still got to pay the bills. You still got to pay people. People ain't going to do shit for free, especially you got seeded weed and I'm taking it all. I ain't choking you and slapping you. That's for damn sure. Let me get my drink again. Sorry, but yeah, they got all kinds of crazy ones now, like the versions, VR5s and shit, IBL 25789 versus backcross, all these fucking numbers, and then people don't know shit. They don't know what none of that means. Some people do, but they're just buying it. They think that all looks cool and shit. And I'm like, look at all that backyard breeding shit right there. This is like, that's how you make it. Hillbillies and shit. And the V's are pretty cool. The versions, you know, because I got a lot of versions too. And that's just your different versions, like your number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and stuff. And sometimes I pick the best version of it. Like right now you got Kylo number 6. I can't wait to see that being grown. I'm going to definitely pop some Kylo number 6 this year too. And what that means is in the same breeding project, and you had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you hit all them with the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you see what comes out better. And this is my version 1, my version 2, my version 3. You know, some people might do that a different way. And you have, say you got Celosia, and then I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to take a female and then clone it and then reverse it into a male and then breed with it. And they'll call that version 2. But that's really an S2. You know what I mean? Then they're putting all these, whatever they want to do. You know, people are claiming shit. It's funny. I don't know why we couldn't just stick with the regular feminized and regular seeds. And there's F1s. Or there's feminized F1s, F2s, F3s. Or there's regular F1s, F2s, F3s. But it's always been. I do like the S part for feminized though. So that way it could be feminized S1s, feminized S2, feminized S3. I do like that. But it's always been like all those breeding ways I've always told you was always in just feminized seeds. They just said fems. Everyone didn't get in depth with it before. Man, it's just like earthy, funky, pungent. Smells like wet dog. Kylo Ren is such an interesting strain, man. It's really got a funky taste to it.
I want my taste back.
Yeah, I would too. Dude, when I could taste nothing but lavender gas, used to piss me right off.
Right.
Everything. Meat, water, pop, weed, every fucking thing tastes like lavender gas. And if, I don't know if you were around, you probably were, but I was kind of freaking out because one of the harvests, I think it's 2021 or something, one of the harvests was coming up. And I was like, shit, I better get my senses back before this harvester. I'm going to have someone test out my shit. I won't know what I got. And luckily it came back, though. I haven't lost it since.
Yeah, I didn't lose it the second time I got COVID, but it sure changed it. That's the only way I can explain it.
It hit us with some frequencies, man. That's what it is. God, this shit's so good. It's got the after flavor of the donkey punch so much. It's like berries and gas when you're blown out. Car with a motherfucking K, what up? How's your grow doing? Did you cut down yet? I saw they said something about you was cutting down the levels live and shit. Thought you was done with all them people. You couldn't stay away. You couldn't stay away, Carl, with a K. Hell yeah. When are you gonna grow my shit, Carl? When are you gonna grow some real strains? Some third eye strains, some high vibe 45 genetics. Did you ever check out WeGotSeeds.com, Carl, with a K? Come on, man. Dude, look at this is what kind of bathtub I wish I could buy, Amber. God damn. If I could afford that, dude, and put that somewhere, dude, she'd love it. She'd be so happy. What, David? Like, what day does it have to be, though? What are the stipulations this year? That's I gotta know. Because if you want a spidery mite clone, I can send you one. It'd be cherry like a motherfucker too. Give you that Scarlet Harlot. Do you like what was the one I was smoking earlier? Oh, Twisted OG. That shit'll get you fucked up, bro. Ed Wren was here earlier this morning. He was so drunk, dude, at fucking like 4 or 5 in the morning. It was crazy. We watched the sun come up too. And he said he wasn't awake the whole night. He just woke up at 1 and started drinking a pound of beers. That's fucking pimp shit right there. Which chord playlist? Yeah, we're doing Full Moon, Seed Poppin', Carl. We got Buddha's Butt Crack. We got Purple Pimp Daddy, Pineapple Express, PPQ times Mac, GDP times Twisberry, Purple Pimp Daddy, Solo, Kylo Ren, Strawberry, Banana times Solo. We got Blueberry times Solo, Tropical Surprise, and Purple Death Drool, and some Ohio Roadkill Skunk. Fuck yeah. It's going to be the shit. I think you should grow some old blood eyes, bro. Or some bitch pudding. That's what we were talking about earlier. Getting Carl some bitch pudding or some old blood eyes. Yo, and if you did Dreamweaver, man, you see my outdoor Dreamweaver, bro? I'll send people on Facebook these pictures, man. It makes me laugh. I've been seeing all these weed pictures on Facebook for this whole time. And I just post some pictures and people act like they're shocked. And I'm like, don't y'all see this shit every day? I thought those people in red states still see all that crap, but they're not allowed to interact. Whatever. Pink and purple, pink and purple. Hell yeah. Carl, I got this cocoa in the basement. Ain't nothing growing. I'm going to keep trying. Yeah. Yeah. I put seeds in that shit. Nothing grew. I'm going to keep trying. Or else it'll be summertime. One or the other. Yeah, nothing's growing in that cocoa, but they're growing in the hybrid pot. You know, it's crazy, though. I pulled up that fucking basket. My plant's like this big, bro. It's got like one set of fucking true leaves, something like that. Maybe 2 sets. that fucking goddamn taproot or whatever it is, the root going through goes all the way down to the 5-gallon pot, all the way in that water and wraps all the way around my tank. It was like 8 feet long. Not that long, but it was damn near 2-3 foot long, this root. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Look at this thing going crazy.
Can you cut the roots without hurting it?
Huh?
Can you cut the ends of the roots off without hurting it, like hair?
Yeah, just not the taproot. Yeah, it's called air pruning, root pruning. Yeah, people do it a lot. Yeah. Now mine's in the hybrid.
I got some ideas that I want to try, and yeah, it's a good idea. I want to put like something that floats in the water and put my plant like out in the lake. And just have it like upside down container, like a bowl where the roots are underneath it, and just have an aerator in that spot. Because air's going to rise,
Right.
It's not going to go underneath it. And you always got oxygen.
That's what I said. That thing can float around a little pond.
Yep.
I told people to do that in an old swimming pool, like a big swimming pool. If you got an old one, you're not using it and shit, make a little island and shit. And they're like, oh, what? Oh, you go do that. And I'm like, I don't have a fucking swimming pool.
How long do you think the roots could go without oxygen?
It depends probably until the plant material dries out. You know.
So you could run the whole thing off of solar then, couldn't you?
You run it off solar?
Yeah. When the sun's up, the aerator's on. When the sun's down, the aerator shuts off.
Oh, yeah. Probably. But that doesn't matter. You don't have to have air going there like all the time, like you were saying. You know, what you need it for so it don't get fucking yucky down there. You know, it's a swamp ass.
Right.
It grows, of course, air grows roots, but you know, it's not a must. Always, I don't think. Mine always runs. But the more bubbles you do have, the more oxygen, the more roots you will get. So it depends on what your purpose is. You can put oxygen tabs in there. You can do all kinds of crap. Put a little bit of peroxide in there once in a while. It ups the oxygen molecule. Like there's other ways to not have to have power, you know.
Right.
I think solar would be the best though. Solar's dope. Then you have to pay for shit. I want to hook up my windmill this year. That'd be fun. Hell yeah. I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna power with it.
The she shed.
The she shed. I don't know what you would power with it out there though. She's got a solar panel light and all that kind of crap.
Yeah. Is that where it's staying now? Is that where it's at?
No, hell no. It just pulled to the spot. We got to still weed the spot and flatten it, make sure it's all good and shit like that, and figure out because we're going to move the fence. So, yeah, we got to figure out if she wants to be there or because it's going to be long ways along the fence and shit. Because if she puts it how it is, it's like it's cool because it blocks the road and everything, but now we can't see shit. And if she puts it long ways, she'll get like broad faced by the sun, and she'll be able to get sun full way around, and it won't block her garden at all.
How much are you moving the fence?
Probably maybe 10 feet.
Okay.
You know, something like that. Like, see, you know how my house goes like this, and then there's that porch, and then the fence is over here. Move the fence to the edge of my house.
Okay.
So it's like a flat wall, almost. You know what I mean?
Yep.
because it's literally, it's a waste of space where the fence is. I'm like, this makes no fucking sense right here. It's fucking dumb. She's like, how the fuck you put a gate in there? It's like, there's my house.
Are you gonna have to go to the gate to let people in then? Instead of them coming.
No, we're gonna do it where the porch is. We want to have it like the wall to have a door.
Okay.
And then, you know what I'm saying? So that way when we open our front door, I want that to be the backyard.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to let like open my front door and it just goes into the backyard. Like right now I gotta like watch Attila, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to go onto that porch and there's the backyard, and then but you can turn, and where the whole wall is right there, there will be a door. Now that's for future events and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the plan though. And then to be able to build that shit, I could put a 15-foot fence. So, you know, I want to at least put the poles in tall as fuck, as tall as I can put them in. So that way, because I want to do a fence. Like here's the poles, and I've been thinking about how I could do a fence, and I got to think of the wind. Like this, like it's got to be kind of see through, but it's got to hold the wind. It's got to not fall over. So I'm going to put the slats this way, one on this side, one on that side, one on this side, one on that side, going up, and then that way we'll still be able to like grow on the fence if we wanted to. We could paint a mirror on the fence, do whatever.
Why don't you go the other
Huh?
direction? Why don't you go
What, straight up and down?
Yeah.
Straight up and down?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
I just don't want to. I don't like
But
how it looks.
I can climb up that other one pretty damn easy.
Oh, you ain't no worries to climb up.
I'm just saying. It's gonna take me 10 seconds to get in your backyard.
Hell yeah.
Just an idea, something to think about.
Yeah. No, I don't care about that.
Yep.
People slide underneath my fence right now, so all I want is visual, visual blockage.
Yeah.
Because there can always be put like barbed wire on the top or something, but I ain't worried about none of that shit.
You don't need to do all that.
Yeah. I ain't worried about rippers no more, dude.
Yeah.
If rippers,
you're in a green state, you know.
oh, they still come. They still came for all those years, but they haven't come in the last few years. But I mean, I'm not in any kind of.
That's when you clean the trash up that was around you.
Yeah, I'm not in any kind of shape to fend off rippers. So fuck that. You want my shit? Take it, motherfucker.
That's what some fuck shot in the belly.
Got you on camera. Yeah, I'm going for more aesthetics and purpose than security on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been thinking all this time which way to do a fence and have it be able to withstand time, basically, and this wind here, because it's fucking insane. Like I don't want all that support going down my fence. That shit looks crappy.
Right.
I want it to stand up. And you guys, everyone might say, just bury the poles deeper. I do, man. It's sand, and that fucker, they wiggle, they get unburied, and then they fucking fall over. So we're gonna probably try to get maybe like 20-foot poles and sink them bitches 4 feet deep. You know what I'm saying? That will give us like 15, 16 foot.
They make I forget what it's called. I think it's called footing in a bag. I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you dump it down there, and I think you add water to it, and it turns into a foam, and it fills your fucking bottom up with this foam.
Yep. Yeah, I looked at that. Hell yeah.
How it works. I might be wrong. It might even be like a caulk or something.
No, that's what it is. It's just like that. You throw it in there and you spray it with water and it foams right up.
Yeah, me and Ryan used that on our job.
Right. It sets in a few minutes.
Yep. That shit was the cat's meow.
Because all these things here are like 6 or 7 foot poles, or maybe, I'm sorry, 8 foot poles, and they're only sunk in the ground like a fucking foot or something.
Right.
And they're concreted in and shit, but then it's just stupid. Like that shit worked right out of the ground. Like I had one of them, I had to like dig a hole and put it back in the ground. Like it was just sitting on the top of the ground, dude. And would fall over every time the wind blew.
You got places in Alpena you can rent machinery and stuff at, right?
Oh yeah, the drill and shit, yeah.
Yeah. Get a power auger. That's all
Yep.
sand that should come right out.
Yeah. That might be a problem though if it doesn't hold.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that's what I'll do. Is get an auger and drill me a hole and sink that bitch, put it in and with it. You know what I'm saying? Do the next one and do it as I get the money. You know what I'm saying?
I'd probably call the electric company and have them come mark stuff out just so you have an idea where shit's at.
Oh, there won't be anything on this side.
That's what they always
Not-
say.
No, there's none. I already had them out here, remember?
Okay.
When my basement flooded, the first person I called was the damn electric company. I'm like, dude, you guys put the telephone pole in where my sump pump line is. And they're like, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, it turned out I didn't know what I was talking about what they were doing, but I totally knew that my line was there, and it was because they changed the grade of my ditch. And it was all insulated. They uncovered all that.
Yeah.
And shit, I'm like bitches. But anyway, they were showing me where all the stuff is, and there's absolutely nothing in the other side of the yard. This side, there's stuff that comes to this house, but we're not putting anything on the side and stuff.
Right.
And then outside of our property, there's that fiber optic line, but no one's allowed to dig in there any damn way. So I just keep throwing trees over there, planting trees over there. And so that way I have a whole fence line of those evergreens over there.
Nice.
Yep. But yeah, I just want to have a good fence that people can't fucking see me that great, you know. I want some visibility through my fence, but I don't want it like crazy. And I'm not too worried about people running up and climbing it, because if they really want to, then they will anyway.
Right.
So motherfuckers, they pick up the fence and just go underneath it. And
that's the
here's
truth right there. If they want to, they're gonna get in.
Yep. So I'm gonna make it how I want it to look, and how Amber wants it to look, and fuck them. And if everyone keeps trying to steal weed, then I'll just start growing weed in my basement. You ain't coming in there, you know.
You can plant raspberries across some fences too.
That's what I'm saying. There's all kinds of things we could do.
Raspberries suck to go through.
That will deter people. The whole one side is raspberries and blackberries. The whole fucking fence line is blackberries and raspberries, dude. I can't wait till those start growing.
And put them on some ice cream in the season.
Right, that's gonna be the back of the pond and shit. It's all
pick
raspberries.
Every bear season. That's what I do a lot of times after we let the dogs go. I mean, the dogs chase the bear for 7 hours. You know, so I'll just pull off the road by some berries and pick berries for a while, and then go find where the rest of the guys are at.
Right. That's fun.
I'll put a video on this year of when I go, because I got a GoPro now. I just got to figure out how to use it.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
I'll
got
see
a
if I
few.
can strap it to the dog and send the dog with it, but I might lose a fucker in the woods, and that would suck.
No, those GoPros. So there is a fucking YouTube channel where this hunter puts his GoPro on his dog. There's a whole contraption that you have for a dog, and he has it, and it's right next to him, and he's running, and the dog came across wolves, and the fucking dog was fucking defending against fucking wolves, dude. I was like, holy shit.
Man, bear hunting
It
with
was
dogs.
cool.
I don't agree with the bear hunter shooting that bear in that tree after the dog chased it for 7 hours. You didn't do a fucking thing to earn that bear. You know, that's my personal opinion.
You
But I
what?
think
Say it again.
I said I don't believe that bear hunters that hunt with dogs, they didn't earn nothing by getting that bear. That dog did all that work. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So you got guys beating on their chest. They got a 700-pound bear because his dog chased it. You didn't do a
Yeah.
fucking thing to earn that. You shot a defenseless animal in a tree.
Yeah.
But I think the sport of it, if once you see it, it's so they're not catching that fucking bear. That bear is running 40 miles an hour through that woods, laughing at them dogs. You know? When it gets sick of running, it climbs up a tree to get away from them.
Right. Shit's
But
crazy,
it's so cool.
man.
It's so cool seeing them dogs work. I mean, we put dogs out on a bear that was there 7 hours ago. And that dog will sniff that trail for fucking miles and find that bear.
Isn't it amazing? That shit is so amazing. I've watched like herding dogs work, and I'm like, I watch trainers that are showing it. I'm like, how the fuck did you ever figure out how to train a dog to do this shit? It's amazing. Robert, what up? Yeah, the genius is so many things out there that I see, and I'm like, that shit is the genius it takes to figure this shit out sometimes is amazing.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna look up that GoPro thing for the dog. I know one of the guys let me put that on their dog.
Yeah.
What happens if you lose the GoPro though? Is there a way to find it? Like if you lose a phone?
Yeah, they probably have GPS trackers or something, but I'm telling you though, they like screw on and shit. That stuff don't come off.
Okay.
You know, it's like it'll be encapsulated because GoPros are like a little tiny camera and they go inside things normally. You can keep them out separate and whatever, but like the ones the ones for your helmets and shit, it's a thing that like it hooks onto your helmet like a kind of a thing. And only it can break off, you know what I mean? But either way, GoPros ain't even that expensive anymore to fucking. I don't know how much yours were, but
mine
like
was a couple
$50.
No,
yeah,
mine was a couple
$100.
$100. I think mine was like $200 or $300.
Okay, you got a really good one.
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit with it too.
Yeah, check it out though. Check it out first and see if you can find the right kind of harness that's like you know they got that shit, bro. I watched that dude all the time. He's run through and he came across fucking wolves one time, and I'm like, oh no. But dude, that dog was fucking you could see him turn his head into the GoPro and shit. And then the wolves were right there. They got such awesome shots, and this dog would run, like you said, for 7 fucking hours chasing shit. Man, it was cool. Oh hell yeah! Package going out next week, bro. Fingers crossed in the back of the pen trick. Hell yeah. Cool. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. There you go. See? Yep. I don't know if, people lose them or they break, but I know people do all kinds of shit with GoPros, dude. I'm like, how the fuck?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look into this more. Yeah, I like it all until it's time to go to the tree and get the bear. Cause that's like it's always like 2 miles from the fucking truck.
Yeah.
And it sucks walking through there.
Yeah.
It ain't ever nothing nice.
That's my favorite type of shit, though. I got long ass legs, though.
Oh, I love it. And I'm the only guy that smokes pot, which I don't understand. Because you're feeding these bears cookies. I mean, how's that not a fucking stoner job? Walking on the fucking 5-gallon bucket of cookies feeding bears.
Fuck yeah. That's how I be getting high all the time. Hey, bear, what's happening?
Yeah, I'll make some videos this year of it. It's a lot of fun.
No, all you gotta do is mix the shrooms in with the cookies one time.
Yeah,
Dude.
Did you watch the movie Cocaine Bear already?
Oh no.
fucking
There's
show is so stupid.
a long time. I've seen a whole bunch of these shorts of the Cocaine Bear, but a long time ago in like, I don't know, the 60s or something like that, 60s or 70s, maybe even 80s. I don't fucking know. Long time ago though, there was a movie called The Bear, and it was like, you know, documentary of this bear, and it came across fucking magic mushrooms, dude, and ate these things, and the whole movie changed, bro. It was the fucking greatest shit ever. The bear was fucked up, man, bad. It was like rolling around and just this is fucking paws in the air, like doing like this and shit, laying on its back. Like, you come across the bear in the woods like that, bro. I mean, you could probably lay down and play with it.
Yeah, they should be waking up, or they don't really sleep. They should be coming out pretty soon.
Fucking crazy. Yeah, they always stir in their little den and shit.
Yeah. I know where one den is, but fuck, I'm not gonna walk back to it.
Yep. I ain't never seen a bear like that.
I never saw one in a den yet, and I never came across one just walking around in the woods either.
Yeah.
That's where I want to see one. I've always seen one either behind dogs, you know.
I'd run like a crazy fool before it eats me.
I almost pet one last year. I didn't realize I did it. GD Woods watched me do it. We were chasing a bear in a cornfield, and the bear was coming towards us with the dogs, and the guy radioed to me to get the dogs to go back in the field, so I ran down by the field to stop these fucking dogs from coming out, and the dogs ran past me. I'm like, oh, there ain't no bear, and all of a sudden the bear popped out and stared right at me and turned around and ran back.
Oh shit.
God. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's scary, man. Luckily, though, they're not grizzlies.
No, but they'll still fuck you up.
Oh, fuck yeah, they will. But luckily, they're not grizzlies.
Yeah, they're not out to eat people.
Yeah.
Could you imagine waking up and all these animals said fuck it and took over the world?
Yeah. It'd be fucking terrifying, dude. If they realize that.
House they're walking on 2 feet. Man, they're like 17 feet tall.
A bear. That's Bigfoot, dude.
Maybe.
Imagine if all these animals stopped having fear and actually fought back, like they would tear us to pieces. Rip them dogs to pieces and eat us. And they get fucked up, but that's the problem, is the fear of an animal. The instinctual fear. We have that will to live, and we'll keep fighting and shit, you know. Bears, all kinds of sharks, cats, big old mountain lions and shit. Problem is, though, is we use guns. Shoot them from far away. What if the deer? All of a sudden, all the deer start stampeding through towns and shit, wrecking everything, dude. Moose and shit.
Someday.
That would be fucked up. Herd stampeding, dude. Who's to say that shit will never happen, though? Because that could be a frequency control thing right there. Changing brainwaves. There was a Rick and Morty like that where the dogs took over.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Just crazy. Because Rick had to go somewhere, and he didn't want the dog to piss on the floor anymore. So he made him this helmet that made him understand not to piss on the floor, and understood shit. And the dog literally evolved intelligence and built robot legs and started fucking making all the other dogs smart, and they took over the fucking planet. Rick comes back like, what the fuck did you do, Summer?
I've watched bits and pieces of that before, but I don't watch much TV.
It's great. When you watch bits and pieces of it, you don't realize that it actually has a whole fucking plot. There's an ending and it makes fucking perfect sense. And then you go into other shows, bro, and you find fucking Morty. Like the evil Morty survived. He's in other fucking shit. It's crazy. You're a busy dude though, and that's good, man. Don't watch TV. Much TV.
I think I'm gonna go
When's
kayaking
that?
on Tuesday. I'm gonna go kayaking
Pretty soon?
Tuesday, I think.
In the
Tuesday.
winter?
Hell yeah. It's supposed to be 60.
Oh. There's a dude that was kayaking on the ice.
Yeah.
We found his videos and shit. He was all slush. He's like, I think I'm stuck. I'm like, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Keep paddling, man.
If I remember, I'll bring my GoPro for that.
Right. Still, I have an underwater camera. You ever think about that?
I can put my GoPro underwater.
Oh, cool. Yeah, waterproof. Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I have one of those ones.
I don't know how to use it. I never read up on it or nothing like that.
Right.
I wanted it, so I got it for, I don't know if it was my birthday or what it was.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Mendo dope when they used to use regular cameras, and then they got their GoPro, and then they, that's when we started getting the shots of like them throwing dirt on it and shit. And that's how cool it is. They'd put it down in their hole when they're digging the hole and transplanting, and they can get all these really cool fucking shots. And it also is how they got the globe, the circle globe, because GoPro does all that shit.
Would you be surprised if I told you I've never looked up Mendo Dope?
No?
I've never looked them up.
Dude, you would love the whole world of Mendo Dope, all their videos, and Soil King and all his videos. Dude, mad knowledge.
Yeah, I've never checked any of them out.
Yeah. When I first came around, I ran into all these people on the tube, and it was weird because I started back like years ago, and then I worked my way up, and then I was like, oh shit, these people are live. Hell yeah, I want to go there live and shit, and you see their stuff, and it was so funny. I never just jumped into anyone's brand new stuff. I always got put way back, and then would watch the next one and the next one. I was like, oh, this shit's dope, man. Look at this shit. For like everybody. And that's like Growbots. I started like way back in his shit, and it was so cool. And then I got up to him doing a live, and it was like Home Shopping Network. And I was like, what the hell is this? This is the same dude? And I was like, wait, where's the fucking rescue garden thing? I'm like, damn it. Yeah, so it's pretty neat, man. Mendo Dope was fucking super cool. Because they were kind of doing what I was doing, and teaching people exactly how they were growing those big fucking huge plants. And I was like, hell yeah, teach everybody the way. That's fucking awesome. And they have the advantage of weather and shit, climate. Right. So I'm like, this is cool as fuck. And then it turned out, my garden turned out that big. And it was weird because every single year, like we all make videos throughout the year, right? And normally. And Mendo Dope drops videos after months. Months will go by and they drop a video of stuff they filmed the whole time. And I swear to God, dude, for like year after year, I'd videotape shit and then I'd drop all my videos and then they drop their video and it would be like identical shit. Not the same stuff, but like they'd start off filming flowers and like butterflies, and I did that. I was like, wow, what is this? What's happening? This is so cool. It was like they would change their garden. I had already changed my garden, It was a weird thing that was happening. I was like, it felt really cool to know that I was like doing exactly what they were doing, and I was on the right path of doing, some outdoor grows.
Right.
I really like that about them. They're natural, they grow monster shit outside and they teach people how to do it. So that's really cool. It's all about organic regenerative regenerative gardening, whatever that word is. That's how I found Mr. B's green trees.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for something really good outside. I was like, there's got to be some kind of a dry amendment. Because, you know, Menodope and all those Cali boys, they got big stores there where they can just go get huge 50-pound bags of dry amendments separate. We don't got shit like that here. I was trying to find some mineral stores like that, and we haven't really got none like that. So Mr. B's green trees came out with a perfect blend, and I'm like, let me try that. And it's the fucking bomb. Like, I recommend that. I don't know what you're gonna try this year, but all you need is like a cup of Mr. B's green trees per hole, like maybe 2 cups probably, and put
I
that
don't remember
bitch
using any of
in.
that stuff. I
Huh?
use rabbit manure. I use rabbit manure.
Yeah,
So a little chicken manure in there. I've never used any amendments.
right.
In the summertime, I take a 5-gallon bucket. I take my manure out of the rabbit cage, throw it outside, let the rain hit it, and sit for a couple of weeks, and I dump that water off and I feed it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I can imagine actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing. These plants would be really a lot nicer.
Yeah.
You know.
I would do potash. I wouldn't use rainwater. I would use like tap water.
Yeah.
Rain makes things acidic. That's the problem with the rain.
But,
I don't know what it does.
But it rains on the earth every day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the soil changes it though. That's why.
Right.
You know, I don't know. It's a weird situation. It's a whole chemical process. It's like, why does it work one way but not the other? You know, that's like acid rain, dude. That shit sucks. That's one of the worst things we go through as growers outside.
I think if I was closer to a big city, I'd be more worried about the rain. You know, what's being put into it, close by rather than further away.
Your shit comes from Canada.
Right.
It comes to us straight from Canada. Them fire fucking smokes came straight to us. I was like, what? This is bullshit. This is like a straight line, straight to Michigan. Like, damn. And then it swirled around right in the bay. It swirled around away from us and shit.
I
So
bet
we had
it stayed AZ by you, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that shit fucked my lungs up, man. I was all fucked up during that whole time. I had a heart attack, didn't even know it. I thought my lungs were fucked up from that shit. It was bad. It was bad. No bueno, man. No bueno. Wear a mask. Always. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you got going on this year.
For sure.
I like doing the Mr. B's green trees and then follow the way they do it. You put it right in the hole. And then you put your plant right on top of that. And then throughout the season, it feeds from it. It's fucking banging. Can't believe you're still awake.
I still gotta do my butter.
Oh,
I'm gonna get off now and get ready to do that.
hell yeah.
Get that taken care of.
Hi, man. Peace out. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you got up at 5 in the morning. I don't have to. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, man. Peace. Later. Country bread, everybody. I'm high as fuck. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, it's good not to watch some TV. I like to watch some TV, though, when I'm chilling. Sitting down, doing shit, you know, or relaxing. And I don't usually, as Canberra, I don't watch TV for very long. I pass out. Oh wait, I had the door open. Gotta fill my ice trays up. Get ready to press some of that bomb ass looking hash. You guys see that shit lately? We got blonde hash. We got hash. I can't wait to see what the next colors are gonna be. It's gonna be cool. I got one thing going in cocoa, but it's a cocoa hybrid pot. It's cocoa with the water on the bottom. I love those things. I might just only grow in those. They work so much better, you know? It's like you never have to water. You only feed them. It's fucking dope. It's like genius. Man, I'm so fucking hurt. No, my head's fucking. See, it's full moon, so I'm awake, but I'm tired too at the same time because I'm smoking this weed. But it's probably a good idea. Let's get some rest. Already checked on the grow. It was doing good. There was something else I was going to do. What was it? What was it? We got our crystals. Charging our crystals in the moonlight. In the moonlight. Those scissors look sharp as fuck. Don't cut your fingers off, lady. Jesus Christ. Those are fucking sweet. I like it. We got our magnets. Yep. Need to start setting this show up. I need to start setting this show up so I can get all this weed out of here. You know, we got all this fucking weed sitting around here for photography purposes and shit. Got to get on board. Got to get with the program and shit. We get this hatch going. God, we got so much fucking extra wash. I think I'm gonna do like. Should I do with that 60-gallon tote of weed? We'll hash some, RSO some. Make like a big, huge dumpster of fucking RSO. Mix it all fucking up in there, and cook it all down. The last time I did that, dude. So not all of like a bunch of strains. I used Kylo Ren, my Kylo Ren. So it's my Kylo Ren from 2021. And I had about 2.5 pounds of this shit. I shaked it. I turned it all in the shake and put it in a fucking blender. And turned it all in the fucking dust. And dude, I soaked that shit in alcohol. Holy fuck. I've already made like 600 and some odd RSOs from it. And the oil that's left is fucking retarded, bro. So thick. So crazy. There's so much. Like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with Kylo Ren, but it's like one of those ones that never stops spitting trichomes out I don't know what the fuck. That's like Leia too. He got it from Leia. Because that one, when you chop it with scissors, it sounds like you're cutting through sand. Straight up. Just cutting through trichomes. And Kylo Ren's just like that shit. You know those tumblers? Those keep tumblers? The little thing, the little barrel. You put all the fucking weed in the barrel and you put it in the contraption and you push the fucking button and it goes cha-dun, 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 and it spits all the fucking keef out. You're not supposed to do that for more than 15 minutes, it says, for like the best strain. You know, I did that bitch for like 2 or 3 days and it was still spitting out fucking keef. Gold as can be, perfectly beautiful gold. I had jars and jars and jars and jars of this Kylo Ren keef. It was fucking insane. And you know, when I ran out of Kylo Ren, you know what I did? I stumbled across my keef and I was like, oh, I have Kylo Ren keef. You guys might remember me doing that. Man, we smoked the shit out of that Kylo Ren keef though, bro. It was just like Kylo Ren, man, baby. Yeah, that shit is pretty cool. You find a strain that's like that, a pheno. That's just a dumper that continues to dump. And then it's like trichomes that are inside of trichomes, growing on top of trichomes, inside of the weed on trichomes. That's how it is. It's fucking insane. We have that exact pheno that we're talking about in tissue culture. So that's dope. Dope. Hope everyone had a good weekend. For some reason, they didn't take our trash again. I'm going to have to call them. Like, hey, this is the 3rd time you guys didn't take my trash. I'm like, what's the deal? What day do you guys come? Tell me. And they're going to say Thursday. Make sure you got your fucking shit out there Wednesday night. And I'm going to say, I've had my shit out there Wednesday night for like all the time. Unless for some reason I don't have any trash. And all the time, you motherfuckers don't pick my shit up. You know, so you had Monday was President's Day. Friday was another holiday. So does that mean we don't get trash picked up this week? Last week? There's 2 holidays inside of 1 week. So does that mean we don't get trash picked up in the city? They're like, fuck it. There ain't enough days to pick up everyone's trash. The fuck? I don't understand why we got to pay people that don't do their job. Like, they still charge you to pick up the trash every week. Even if they don't pick it up every week. It's like, but don't I get like that week back? Like that week should get comped into the next month. Or just hold them, just stack them up. And once I get a few months worth, just don't bill me for a couple months and shit. It's like saving vacation, I think. That's not how this works, though, bro. And I told you there's 2 people on my street, bro. These motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you, piss me off, dude. I try so hard to get new trash people, but there's no other fucking trash people in this whole goddamn town. Are you kidding me? They changed. After the COVID, dude, they changed. Nobody picks up trash over here. It's crazy. There's 2 people on our street, so if these people just don't want to come pick up our trash on this road, they just won't. The fucked up thing is, I sit here and I watch them at the goddamn gas station. And then I watch them drive a bit. I'm like, but why don't you just come over here and pick up these goddamn dumpsters real quick, motherfuckers? Like, I see your asses over there where you getting coffee and shit in the morning. I understand coffee and fucking donuts. Come get my shit. It's real simple. It'll take you 2 fucking minutes. Pisses me off every time. It only makes me mad because it don't make me mad, really. It don't really piss me off. What it does, though, it irks me because, like, why do I have to pay? If I don't pay, you're not picking up my shit, right? Period. But if I pay you and you don't pick up my shit and I call you, it's all good. Just make sure it's out there next week. What? Oh, no. I need you to come pick it up now. Like, come pick my garbage up. You forgot it. I tell them all the time, like, hey, you forgot to pick up my trash. For some reason, I don't know why. But could you come back and get it? Like, I see the guys driving around. They go to the gas station across the street, but they don't come and pick up my trash. I'll be waving to them and shit. Know what I should do? When they're over there getting their fucking morning coffee, I should throw the trash bags up in my car and drive over there and throw them up in the trash dumpster in there. You know, throw them in their truck. And they'll probably be like, hey, what the fuck? And I'm like, since you don't come pick up my trash, I'll just bring it over here to you. You fuckers. Hi, bud. What's up? Ready for your treat? It's about time to get off of here. We popped our stuff in the full moon. I'm gonna have to get that full moon calendar. I bet you before I talked about getting this thing. I never did. Big old doggy. I'm excited to see what happens this year with the grow. We're gonna do bitch pudding, old blood eyes. We're gonna do chronic. We'll probably do another Obi-Wan. We did a lot of Obi-Wans last year, and we didn't grow them very big. So I'd like to do, we're doing a solo this year. I'd like to do a big Obi-Wan, a good size, like 2021, was it? We had like a 3-pounder and a 5-pounder, and that was it. And maybe we had one more, but oh yeah, we did. We had one more. No. We had a 3-pounder and a 5-pounder, and the 3-pounder was motherfucking fire. That was that one hit quit shit, and the other one was more like citrus gas. It kind of was like what Amber called one, like a black licorice. It was interesting. She called it black licorice. So we're looking to get a big ass plant like that. 3 pounds is decent, but we would try to get a 5-pounder. But it's the pheno, see? So I don't really want the 5-pound pheno because I don't like black licorice. It was good. It's super strong shit. But I want that one hit quit shit. And that's like, it's like a white. It looks white when you harvest it and shit. The weed is like super, super light whitish color. Like when you cut it down, you dry it, it's all orange and white. It's like a ball of orange and white. And even when you're drying it, you go in your dry room, you're gonna know exactly which one it is because that bitch is gonna be white. You're like, oh, there it is. I know you. I love that fucking pheno. Love that one. That's the one I had I was toking it, man. I'd get high every one hit. I'd roll that up and pass that to people, and they'd be like, yo, what is this? I'm already fucking high. I'm like, yeah, it's Obi-Wan, bitch. Obi-Wan OG. Wait till I come out with OB2. What's his name? Chewie's got OB3 OG. Someone's got to have the OB9. I'm telling you. These are beautiful fucking pictures in this fucking thing. Oh, that was a glacier. That's fucking cool. That was once a glacier, dude, that went through there. That is fucking cool, dude. You ever see like where a glacier goes through? You ever wonder what's all under there when all that ice is done flowing through there and it all melts? There's places that are like that, dude. It's fucking cool as hell on this planet. I appreciate some more viewers at this time. That's cool, man. We're smoking Force Punch. And if you guys want to try any kind of strains we have grown and shown and produced, you check us out. We got SEEDZ.com. We got SEEDZ with a Z.com. You'll see us. All right, people. It's been real. It's been fun. I've been here for 3 hours, 48 minutes. Popping seeds, checking out, the full moon madness, full moon plant. What is it all about? If you guys don't know, rewind this sucker and go check it out. You gotta stay frosty.